powered in. He drove in 3 runs all told in last night's game. Palante pitches very high, 96 miles an hour. Palante from Mission Viejo, California, originally. He pitches, and he picks up the outside corner with a fastball at 95 miles an hour. Two and one pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Shortstop charges it. And the throw to first in time. Sajese hustled over to his right. It wasn't hit all that hard. And made a quick play on him to get him. And here comes Rafi Devers. Left-handed batter hit his 33rd home run last night. He takes 2 high, 1 ball and no strikes. Palante, early on in his career, actually was more adept at getting out left-handed hitters than right-handed hitters. The high set, the right-hander delivers high and away. Been up with that fastball quite a bit here early on. He's thrown 6 pitches and just 2 strikes, although he got Ramos after falling behind him. 2-0 the count, and he throws. That is a called strike. That was right down the middle at 95. Palante went to college at UC Irvine in Southern California. 2-1 pitch, and strike 2 called. That was a slider up above the belt, and he got it in there. Two balls, 2 strikes. Adames is on deck. Now the pitch. And he fouls one into the ground and up off the side of his body. Still 2-2. Threw him a slow curveball, that or relatively slow, much slower than his fastball, an 80-mile-an-hour curveball. Palante to the plate. And it's chopped foul back behind the plate. So after he threw the 80-mile-an-hour curveball, he followed that up with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Willie Adames on deck. Cardinals bunched up on the left side of the infield. Arenado, the third baseman's almost at short. The shortstop, Sajese, is almost up the middle. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He went back to the curveball. Let's pause now for station identification. This is the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
This is Giants baseball. Nothing like it.
There's a long drive to right. It's headed for the bay.
On KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco, a Cumulus media station.
2 down, nobody on. Willie Adames stands in. And Palante to the plate. Fastball driven to center field, shallow. In and under it, Scott. And just like that, the inning is over. So a shutdown inning. Giants get a ground ball, a strikeout, and a pop fly. 3-0 Cardinals as we go to the second on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
Your favorite neighborhood spots run unsquare. You know the ones. Maybe it's the popular shop that just opened a new location by you, or the big sports bar that's always packed on game day. These places make the neighborhood, and the money spent there stays in your community. Square powers more than 4 million neighborhood businesses worldwide. To learn more, go to square.com, or just stop by your favorite local business. See you in the neighborhood. Square.
Hey everybody, Brian Murphy here. Well, listen, life doesn't always fit into one box, so why should your savings? With Provident Credit Union's Pick a Term Certificate, you pick the schedule, 3, 6, or 12 months, and earn up to 3.40% annual percentage yield. No guesswork, no market ups and downs, just strong, steady growth on your terms. Plus, with Newsweek naming Provident one of America's best regional credit unions for 2025, you know your money is in good hands. Do not wait. This 3.40% offer won't last. Open your account today at providencecu.org or visit your local branch for friendly help getting started. The rate is effective September 22nd, 2025. Minimum balance of $10,000. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Federally insured by the NCUA. Provident Credit Union. Discover the best in retail and business banking right here in your community. Start saving today at providencecu.org.
So this inning starts a lot differently than the first inning for Logan Webb.
Way better.
He came out and threw a strike right now.
I'm voting Logan most improved tonight.
First inning did not go well. He was having a hard time getting the ball over the plate. A little out of whack. Then gave up hits to the first 3 hitters and gave up 5 hits to the first 6 hitters. However, the one hitter he got out was on a double play grounder. Here's a called strike to Victor Scott II. Ninth place hitter, very fast runner, left-handed batter. And he takes a called strike on the outside with a slider, and the count is 0-2. Walker was the leadoff hitter in this inning for the Cardinals. Jordan Walker, and he's already been retired. Here's the pitch now. Very high. Fans, when you've been injured in an auto accident, you don't just need an attorney. You need a heavy hitter. Contact Ayala, Morgan, and Bazard. 1-2 pitch. Low and outside with a changeup. Cardinals 3, Giants nothing. Nada. Niente. Here's the pitch on the way. And a backdoor slider. Strike 3 called. But he's got a nice little thing going with Malachi Moore right now. He's reading that pitch. It's, I don't know, a couple inches off the outside corner to lefties. He's reading that as a strike, especially when it's got movement coming back toward the plate. But Statcast is showing as being a couple inches off the outside. Now here's Brendan Donovan, left-handed batting leadoff man. Takes, well, there's one. It didn't come back, though. It was a fastball. It went the other direction and ended up a couple inches off the corner and actually called a ball. What's up with that? I thought that was a strike tonight.
They broke up.
Bummer, dude. 1-0 pitch. There's a smash into the gap in right center. On the run is Gilbert. He's not going to be able to catch up to it. He goes out to the wall, adjacent to Triple's alley. He recovers it, fires it back in, and Donovan goes into second with a double. He's been up twice, and he's hit 2 doubles. Donovan is one of the Cardinals' very best at just seeing pitches and getting on base. He came into this game with a .349 on base average. And that's his 29th double of the year, second of the night. Now here's a called strike to Ivan Herrera. It's Herrera. Here's the pitch now, and that's high for a ball. 1-1. Can you give us a good double R roll there, Dave?
We just workshopping this right now.
Yeah.
Herrera.
Ooh.
I probably did 2 double rolls though.
Well, you're just learning. Ground ball to shortstop, and Adames throws over to first. He pulls Devers off the bag a little bit. Devers walks over and tags Herrera with. See, I did it too.
Yeah, it's hard not to. I'm going to go over in the corner and practice now.
See, es verdad. We go to the last of the second. 3-0 Cardinals over the Giants, with Chapman coming up on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Fall's calling. Time to own every mile, every trail, every turn. Take on California's wildest outdoor adventures with Toyota's proven reliability backing you all the way. Get a low-cost lease on the dynamic 2025 RAV4 or shop the industry's best lineup of fuel-efficient hybrid SUVs like the 36 MPG Grand Highlander Hybrid and the 38 MPG Toyota Crown Signia. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit at 9/30/25.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
At Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, we can fix that because we're your full-service auto facility, fluent in service and speed. Now win free gas for a year. Simply visit speedyoil.com/free gas to enter.
We are KNBR, the sports leader, your home for Giants baseball.
Slider on the outside for a called strike to Matt Chapman as we go to the last of the second. The Giants trailing 3-0. Andre Palante throws. High fastball fouled back to the screen. And now it is 0-2. Palante is a big, strong guy. 6 feet tall, listed at 215. He looks taller than that from where we're. Maybe he's grown since they took those measurements. Here's the 2-strike offering. Very high for a ball. 94 miles an hour. Palante was a 4th-round draft choice 6 years ago by the Cardinals out of UC Irvine. 27 years old now. Now he pitches, and he's off the outside with a curveball. Now from up here, I don't know what it looks like when you're a hitter. From up here, it looks like a little bit of a different delivery when he throws the curveball versus his fastball. 2-2 pitch. Curveball. There's a swing and a high pop fly along the left field line. Racing out goes Sajesi, the shortstop, and the third baseman. Arenado in foul ground. He tries to make a back to the infield over the shoulder basket catch, and it hits off his glove and rolls away. Foul ball.
In the old days, Nolan Arenado would have made a bare hand catch and then stuck the ball right in his back pocket after he did it.
I mean, we saw him make a catch, one of the great catches we've ever seen anybody make here, where he vaulted himself up onto the tarp cylinder, caught a ball, and spun around on top of the tarp and made a throw. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him chasing a slider down and away.
That Arenado play that you're talking about, that's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen, ever.
It was acrobatic. You're worried that he might have hurt himself making it. But it was the catch itself was amazing. But then he somehow got a throw off. Giants had a base runner. Here is Bryce Eldridge, the young power-hitting left-handed batter, and he takes a called strike. He has only one hit so far. And Palante throws. Swing and a foul off the glove of the catcher, and it's 0-2. That was a high fastball. He came after him, and he's quickly ahead of him, 0-2. That first pitch was a fastball that was right down the middle. 0-2 the count. Palante winds, throws. Swing and a foul tip. That was the curveball, and he just barely got a piece of that one. That was down. It was above the knees, but on the outside. After throwing a couple of fastballs down the middle and up around the belt. 0-2, the count remains. Palante pitches in the dirt outside with a curveball. 1-2. Giants are trailing 3-0. Cardinals got 3 runs in the first inning. Palante comes in with it in the dirt. 2-2 the count. That was a slider to Eldridge, trying to get him to chase one of those low pitches. Palante's given up 21 home runs this year in 161 innings. Two and 2 pitch. And the curve off the outside. Now it's full. 3-2. So he's missed with 3 straight pitches after jumping ahead of him. Jung-Hoo Lee is on deck. Palante, not a strikeout guy per se. 160 innings, 107 strikeouts. Now here's a swing, and he just barely got a piece of that curveball. Foul tipping it off the catcher. So he stays alive just barely. Palante got 2 strikeouts already. He struck out Devers in the first, and Chapman leading off here in the second. Palante's also walked 60 in 160 innings. 3-2 the count. Palante delivers. Swing and a miss, and he powered a fastball by him. Well, he was changing it up all the time with curves, sliders, and then finally back to the fastball. And he challenged him with a 3-run lead, and he got it right by him.
This is the Taco Bell second inning. Download the Taco Bell app to unlock rewards and exclusive access. Jung-Hoo Lee now. 2 down, nobody on. Giants haven't had a base runner yet. And Palante throws a called strike. Palante, his earned run average so far this year in 30 starts, 5.29. His 1-loss record, 6 wins and 15 losses. Now he pitches. And he's lowing in for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. He throws, and he's way off the inside. Ball 2. His 15 losses, that's the most by any Cardinals pitcher in 18 years. Been a while. 2-1 pitch, and that's low and inside with a slider. Kip Wells lost 17 games 18 years ago. That's even though Palante has a real high percentage of getting ground balls. 3-1 pitch. Check swing and a foul. That was a fastball right down the middle of the plate. He started to swing at it and then decided not to. Like, oh, down the middle, I don't want that. So now it's a full count. 3-2. Giants faced him a little over 2 weeks ago in St. Louis. And he had 6 straight starts with a loss before that one. 3-2 pitch.
Swing on a hard ground ball. Hits the mound. Goes out behind second. So Jay-Z comes up with it. The throw to first. Just in time. Well, today, he is retired. The first 6 Giants in succession. And has a 3-0 lead as we go to the third on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Come into Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill September 26th through September 28th for their fall clearance sales event. Take advantage of one-of-a-kind opportunities at the Friedman's Appliance Fall Clearance Sales Event, the best time to save on new appliances for your home.
Listen to Giants baseball on your smart speaker. Just say play KNBR.
Cardinals 3, Giants nothing, third inning, and with the play-by-play, Dave Fleming.
Thank you, John. As we come to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth, Alec Burleson takes ball 1 from Logan Webb, who had a very rough start to this game. A scoreless second inning. Now a strike. He's got another one of those calls toward the outside corner for Malachi Moore. Pitch that looked like maybe it was an inch or two off the outside. Here's the 1-1. Burleson hits it foul. 3 runs in the first, and then a 2-out double in the second for the Cardinals, but no runs there. Webb trying to settle in and give the Giants a chance to come from behind tonight. Cardinals had 3 runs on the board before the Giants took an at-bat. 1-2. Burleson hits a fly ball to left. Ramos will circle around it, now come in a step or two, and he makes a catch, 1 away. So not this time for Burleson, who had a RBI base hit his first time up. Giants are hosting Fan Appreciation Weekend all weekend long. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Rockies will be in town. sfgiants.com/fan appreciation. Special surprises, discounts, giveaways. It's supposed to be nice weather. Arenado hits a fly ball center field, charging in Lee, and it's going to fall. Just didn't hit it very hard. Jung-Hoo Lee came sprinting in, but didn't have time to get there. 1-out single for Arenado. Here's Lars Nootbaar. He doubled and scored a run in that 3-run first. Part of the weekend, Fan Appreciation Weekend, will also include a very special day on the calendar for the Giants and Giants fans on Friday. Webb pitches. Nootbaar takes strike 1, a slider. The annual Willie Mack Award is going to be presented to the Giants' most inspirational player before the game on Friday. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A high fastball, 0-2. So we're hoping the Giants fans on Friday, I know Friday night's a night to sort of hit the town and have some fun even before you come in the ballpark, but we're hoping the Giants fans will be in your seats by 6:45 on Friday. Here's a swing and a fly ball center field. Nootbaar sending Lee back to the wall, and he'll make the catch right in front of the center field wall. Man, the ball is carrying tonight. Nootbaar And maybe he hit it hard, but he didn't look like he was all that balanced with his swing, and he still hit one to the wall in straightaway center field. It was 99 miles an hour off his bat. 2 down, and here's Sajasi. So the Giants are, the Willie Mack Award is an important day on the Giants calendar, and it's coming up on Friday. Here's strike one. Matt Chapman, Wilmer Flores are the current Giants who've won the Willie Mack Award. And we got lots of former Giants who are Willie Mack winners who are going to be here. Here's a called strike. Sinker, 0-2. Buster Posey will be a part of the ceremony. JT Snow, Mike Krukow. Nick Hundley's coming to town. Dave Dravecky, Marvin Bernard, Mike Felder, Mark Gardner, Larry Herndon. Lots of old Willie Mack winners will be here on Friday. Here's a ball to Sajasi. sfgiants.com/Willie Mack. There goes the runner from first. A huge jump. Bailey's throw sails, and a great effort by Koss to keep that one from going into center field. Arenado just took off. Webb wasn't paying any attention to him. Webb's made such improvements in that regard this year, and maybe he's just frustrated tonight because he didn't pay attention to Arenado at all, who gets the steal. Arenado is not a guy you expect to be running. It's his 3rd steal of the whole season. So now a runner in scoring position. 3-0 Cardinals already ahead. Webb will step off. 7 hits now for the Cardinals. Giants, in their 2 innings of offense, don't have a base runner yet. It's been a lopsided game so far. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip, held on by Bailey, strike 3. So Webb gets his 2nd strikeout of the night and gets through it. Now let's see if the Giants can rev up the offense. Cardinals 3, Giants 0. Midway through 3 on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Looking for parking for the next Giants game? Don't strike out. With Spot Hero, there's a great parking spot at a great rate, just a tap away. Just visit SpotHero.com or download the free Spot Hero app. Find, book, and pay for your parking before the first pitch. And it's not just for game day. Spot Hero has you covered for work, downtown dining, or even the airport. Use promo code GIANTS10 for 10% off your first booking. That's GIANTS10 for 10% off.
Greg Papa here. Life, like the game, doesn't always go as planned. Injuries and challenges can knock you down hard on the field or off. That's when you need a powerhouse team. Habas Law. For over 35 years, Omar and Tarek Habas and the Habas Law team have delivered life-changing wins, taking on big insurance companies with relentless grip like it's the final 2-minute drill. Habas Law doesn't just settle cases, they create comebacks. Visit habaslaw.com. Habas Law, they will fight to make it right.
Big savings are happening now at Stevens Creek Volkswagen. Discover a huge selection of award-winning models, from the all-electric ID Buzz to the Taos, Atlas, Jetta, and more. Don't wait. Shop and save today at Stevens Creek Volkswagen.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
3-0 Cardinals. Last of the 3rd, Patrick Bailey takes high from Palante, the Cardinals starter tonight. Ball 1. Beautiful drone shot coming back from break on our Giants telecast monitors. The sun is setting behind us. Here's a liner into left. Patrick Bailey's got the first Giants hit of the game. An opposite field single to start the 3rd. Patrick's swing, he's been swinging the bat so much better down the stretch of this year. It's been nice to see. The sun going down over the Pacific, so you got all the oranges and pinks. Starting to be mostly dark up above. Lights are taking their full effect. On this gorgeous night, it was 76 degrees at first pitch time. Now a ball to Christian Koss outside. So you got Koss at the plate and Gilbert on deck. Who's on deck? Sponsored by TimberTech. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Andre Palante pitches. Koss swings and misses. That was a slider. Man, my Giants are missing some hittable pitches tonight. There's something about Palante. He's been getting pummeled by almost everybody else, but this is 2 starts in a row where the Giants are having a hard time against him. The 1-1. Koss swings and misses. That fastball ran in on his hands. 1-2. Palante, he's lost 8 consecutive decisions since the beginning of August. 1-2 pitch. Down and away with a harder slider. 2-2. And arguably his only good start in that whole stretch was against the Giants just a couple weeks ago in St. Louis. Been ugly. And he's pitching well against the Giants again tonight. 2-2. Now Koss asks for time. Maybe not. Maybe Palante actually is the guy who stepped off. So I think Koss still has his timeout available if the at-bat continues. 2-2. Off the inside. Fastball. 3-2. The walks have been a problem for him. Giants haven't taken a walk yet tonight. But in the stretch of struggles for Palante, he's been issuing a lot of walks. Bailey at first, nobody out. Last of the third. Giants trying to get back in this game. 8th place hitter at the plate here. 3-2 pitch. Bailey takes off. He got a good jump, and the pitch is high. The throw was made anyway, but it was ball 4. So the throw didn't matter. Bailey went into a slide. Koss, good job there by Koss not to chase. Giants have 2 on with nobody out, and Gilbert coming up. There is a natural tendency, I think, especially for a younger, less experienced player. When that runner goes, there can be an anxiousness of, I got to protect that runner, I got to swing. But if it's ball 4, don't swing. And that's what Koss did. So now Gilbert, Arenado creeping in at third, thinking a bunt is a possibility. Gilbert not showing bunting. He takes one in the dirt for ball 1. Drew Gilbert, his bat has kind of gone quiet here. Really struggled in his first couple weeks as a big leaguer. Then settled in and was doing some nice things offensively. He could use a hit. Ramos is on deck. The pitch. Drew Gilbert hits one up the middle, base hit into center field. Bailey had to hold. Bailey, where he was positioned, he just didn't have a feel for where that ball was headed. So Gilbert with the base hit. The bases are loaded. And this crowd comes to life really for the first time tonight. Giants have been playing from behind the whole game. It's only the last of the third, but now the Giants have a great chance to get right back in it. And the Cardinals are going to bring the pitching coach to the mound. That's Dusty Blake for a Habas Law mound visit. So he'll talk to Palante. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the last of the third. Looking ahead to the offseason, we've only got 4 games after tonight before the season's over, which it's hard to even say. Get a little emotional about that. But looking ahead to the offseason, the Giants cruise to paradise is happening over the new year. John's going to be there. Kipe's going to be there. JT Snow and other members of the Giants family on the Giants Vacations 10th annual cruise. 7 nights on the Mexican Riviera, December 27th through January 3rd. SFGiants.com/cruise. All right, here we go. Elliot Ramos at the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out. Palante pitches. Ramos swings and misses. Wow, he got a fastball right down the middle. Now, it was a sinker. It had some late movement to it. but it ended up middle, and Ramos tried to launch that one. Just strike one, though. We got Devers on deck. Great opportunity here for the Giants. The pitch. Ramos hits it foul. Another one right down the middle. That cannot be what Palante wanted to do with those pitches, but he got away with them. 0-2. Bailey the runner at third. Koss at second. Gilbert at first. The 0-2 pitch. Ramos takes in the dirt. Good take there. Curveball. And blocked by the catcher, Crooks. So Bailey's a catcher. He's not a fast runner, but everybody else, Koss and Gilbert, you got really good speed out on the bases other than the lead runner. Bases loaded opportunity for the Giants. Ramos waiting. The 1-2 pitch is down and in with another curve. Ramos, he's seeing that curveball. You can tell he's reading that pitch as a curve. And I think he's reading the fastball, too. He just, when he got a couple fastballs, he couldn't square them up. But he's worked the count even 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ramos takes low. Sinker in the dirt. Well, this is bad. After Ramos swung and missed at 2 fastballs. He's worked a full count. There's nowhere to put him. A walk would force in a run and put the Giants on the board. Bases loaded. 3-2 the count. Palante pitches. Ramos hits a ground ball to third. Arenado has it. He's coming home, and he hits Bailey with the throw. It rolls away. Bailey scores. Koss comes in. He scores. Around to third goes Gilbert. Ramos is safe at first. Just a disaster for the Cardinals. Giants score 2 runs on that play. It's 3-2. Amazing. Arenado, I just can't understand what he was doing there. He had a double play. If he just goes to second, the Cardinals turn 2, I think no problem. Patrick Bailey might have veered inside the baseline a little bit and maybe helped force what is a big-time error. The throw hit Bailey square in the back. And 2-run score, and the Cardinals don't get anybody out.
Well, you're absolutely right. And he did veer. He saw where the catcher, Crooks, was setting up, sort of out in front of the plate, and he veered onto the infield side of the third base line. Put himself right in the path of the throw.
It turned into a smart play. And, he did it subtly enough or late enough. Here's the pitch to Devers, and he hits a big, slow topper. First base side, it's going to kick foul. Devers started to run to first, and the ball took some weird spin and it might have even hit Devers in foul territory after it spun foul. Strike one.
Yeah, Devers, the ball, and Palante, the pitcher, all got to about the same spot at the same time there.
So there are 2 parts of that crazy play that got the Giants within a run here. Still nobody out. Number 1, Bailey, just a very savvy base running play. Number 2, it's really hard to fathom Arenado didn't just take the double play. Let a run score, but get 2 outs. 2 runs end up scoring. They got nobody out. There's a throw to first. Ramos dives back safely. Well, knowing Arenado, he looks like a shell of himself. I mean, he's a guy all of us have immense respect for, but he does not look very healthy right now. 0-1 pitch. Devers swings and misses. Fastball down and in. Devers struck out his first time up against Palante. The Giants, this is a spot where you got to get at least 1 more home. First and third, still no outs. 0-2 pitch. Off the outside with a curve. 1-2. And you're really counting on Devers, who's one of the great RBI men in the game. Devers just has such a knack for these spots. 105 runs batted in on the year. 1-0 1-2. The pitch. He hits it foul. 106. I shorted him one. I was cheating him an RBI.
Maybe you weren't looking last night when he hit that home run?
I closed my eyes. I don't know why. It was such a loud sound off his bat. Maybe it scared me. This home run last night was a thing of beauty. 1-2. Devers, wow, swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. He was arguing with the umpire that he got a piece of it. Man, that was, I don't know what was going on with Devers there. Because he'd been pretty disciplined in that at bat, even if he hadn't put a ball in play. And that curveball, he was badly fooled. So that's a big first down. Now Adames comes up, where if the Cardinals could get a ground ball and turn a double play, the Giants would only get the 2. Adames takes a curve in there for a called strike. So the pressure ramps up a little bit on Adames. 2 runs in. First base runners of the game for the Giants. Now a ball just low. Curveball 1-1. Adames flied out to center field his first time up. A ball that probably, especially with Gilbert as the runner at third, he's fast, probably would be deep enough if he hit that same fly ball to get a run home. 1-1. Adames lines it into right center field, base hit. Rounding second, heading for third, Ramos. Gilbert comes in to score. Ramos stops at third. Adames with a base hit. And the Giants have tied the game at 3. Well, that was a really nice swing. Turns into a really good at-bat for Willie Adames. Just went with that pitch and hit a hard liner into right center. It not only gets Gilbert home, but it sets the stage for Chapman because Ramos was easily able to make it to third. So now Chapman has a great opportunity for another Giants run, even without a hit. That would put the Giants ahead. The pitch. Chapman takes a fastball for a strike. Chapman last night, there had never been a Giants hitter in the StatCast era to hit 3 different balls at 111 miles an hour or above in the same game, and Chapman did that last night. Now he takes a fastball off the inside, 1-1. He only got 1 hit off of those, but it was a night of extremely loud contact from Chapman. Tonight he couldn't make contact his first time up. He struck out against Palante. Throw to first, diving back safely, Adames. It's definitely a spot where the Giants could try to test the catcher Crooks. You got your cleanup hitter up. You're not looking to make it out on the bases, but it's not a certainty that the Cardinals would even make a throw to second. 1-1. The pitch in the dirt with a fastball. I say in the dirt, I don't think it actually bounced, but the glove of the catcher receiving that pitch kicked up some dirt. Bryce Eldridge on deck. 3 runs in for the Giants. Still only 1 out here in the last of the third. 2-1 pitch. There goes Adames. Chapman swings and misses, and a bluff of a throw. That's exactly what we were talking about. Crooks I don't think he had any intention, even though Donovan did come over to cover. I don't think he really was thinking he was going to make a throw. He bluffed the throw and then checked on Ramos at third to see if Ramos was going for that fake. Ramos, though, got back to the bag. So that's a good play. You take away the double play possibility, an extra runner in scoring position. The Cardinals keep the infield back other than the first baseman Burleson's coming in a bit. 2-2. Here it comes. Chapman hits a fly ball center field. Coming in, Scott. He'll catch. Tagging Ramos. He's going to test the arm. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. And the relay made to third after the cutoff man, Burleson, with Adames tagging and going to third. And Adames is safely in there. Ramos scores. Chapman with the sac fly. 4-3 Giants. Cardinals are asking for a moment to check their video room, but they're not going to challenge the call at third. Ramos hustled and got home in plenty of time. So even if Adames had been out, that run was going to count. 2 down, runner at third for Eldridge. Palante throws. Curveball swung on and missed. Eldridge, you could almost sense that coming. He took a fastball right down the middle to start his first at bat. And he ended up having a long at bat, but I think he was a little unhappy with himself for taking that pitch. This time he swung at a curve. Now he takes a fastball just inside. 1-1. We keep saying good things about Eldridge's at-bats and the quality of the at-bats. He could use some hits, though. I'm sure he's starting to press a little bit. 1-1. Takes this one down low. 2-1. And basically, all of the underlying data has been really positive for Eldridge, but he doesn't have the hits to show for it. 4-3 Giants. Adames at third, 2 down. Palante throws. That one is high. Curveball misses up. 3-1. Left-hander John King is up in the Cardinals bullpen. Left-handed hitter Jung-Hoo Lee is on deck. 3-1 to count to Eldridge. The pitch is low, ball 4. So Eldridge draws the walk. He's been taking his walks. That's the 5th one that he's drawn. And Ollie Marmol, the Cardinals manager, he's coming out. That's it for Palante. Andre Palante unable to make it through the 3rd inning after his team spotted him a 3-run lead to start this game. And he looks very unhappy as he gives the ball to Marmol. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, brake, and repair experts. Well, what a rally for the Giants, and they're not finished yet. It'll be King against Jung-Hoo Lee. That gives us a chance to go through the games on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Lots of important games going on, including for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Dodgers are still trying to finish off and clinch the National League West and make sure they're a division champion. They have not clinched that yet. The Padres have been stubborn, and the Padres have a 6-0 lead at home in the 4th inning tonight against Milwaukee. Dodgers, meanwhile, start a series in Arizona. They're already in the 5th inning of that game, and it's 1-0 LA. So Brennan Pfaadt pitching for the Diamondbacks, but so far Dodgers pitching shutting down that tough Arizona offense. Top 5 in Phoenix. We'll keep you posted on that one. The Mariners are trailing at home against Colorado. Man, the Mariners have been playing the best baseball of anybody. And Seattle is in a great position to win the American League West. 3 games up coming into today. The Mariners, and they get the Rockies at home. I figure sort of a perfect scenario. But in the 5th inning tonight, they only have 1 hit and are trailing 1-0 to Colorado. The Astros, meanwhile, playing in Sacramento. They're tied with the A's in the bottom of the 2nd, 1-1. Astros also have a path to the playoffs with the wild card. The biggest story of the game of the day in Big League Baseball, those Cleveland Guardians have tied the Tigers, and they do own the tiebreaker, so officially they are the division leaders right now. They beat Detroit at home, start of a 3-game series, coming from behind 5-2. And the Mets rallied and scored twice in the 8th, and then hold on and finish off the Cubs. Huge win for the Mets, 9-7. Jung-Hoo Lee against the new pitcher King takes a slider inside for ball 1. The Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Toyota, let's go places. 1-0 to Lee. He takes a fastball low. 2-0.
Dave, you mentioned Arizona being shut out in their first 4 at-bats. A hard-throwing right-hander by the name of Shohei Ohtani. 4 shutout innings, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts.
I've heard of him. Here's a swing and a miss. And Lee, Jung-Hoo, very unhappy with himself. That pitch ended up off the inside. So Ohtani pitching tonight to start that series. 2-1 the count to Jung-Hoo. The pitch. Hit foul. Kind of a slow slider, and Lee almost like a 2-strike swing there. Now he has 2 strikes, 2-2. Eldridge at first and Adames at third. The pitch. He swings and bloops one foul along the third base side. That one didn't look like a real good pitch to hit either.
Well, he's not going to be happy with the way this at-bat has played out, because he had the 2-0 count, and then he, as you described, he swung at a pitch that almost hit him. Then he swung at a low slider.
He'd already be on base if he'd just taken. Now a swing, a soft liner into shallow center, and a dive by Scott, but he doesn't catch it. It's in for a hit. Adames scores. Eldridge running all the way, tears around and goes to third. Jung-Hoo Lee. Giants fans, even with the ups and downs of his first full big league season, they are behind their center fielder. And see, he knew what he was doing. Don't take that walk when you can get the hit and drive the run home.
Yeah, no RBI out there on a walk. The runners at first and third.
So now it's 5-3 Giants. And Patrick Bailey will bat right-handed. Swings and misses the first pitch sinker from King. Bailey started this whole inning batting left-handed. And got a base hit to begin the whole rally.
Maybe Bailey decided that, hey, got the hit, got the RBI. I'm going to have the same kind of at bat that Jung-Hoo just had.
Just swing at everything, and eventually I'll get a hit. The 0-1. He hits a comebacker. King has this one. He'll flip to first for the out. Patrick Bailey got 2 at-bats in the inning. That's always a good thing for an offense. And the Giants, who are down 3-0, score 5 times. We go to the 4th, 5-3 Giants on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
Here's a home run for your weekday in San Francisco when the Giants are in town. Monday through Friday, park at the Pier 39 parking garage for just $10 all day. That's right, just $10 all day right on the waterfront. Grab lunch with a view, stroll the shops, say hi to the Sea Lions, and you're just a short Muni ride away from the ballpark. Make your next weekday a winning one with $10 all day parking at Pier 39. Plan your trip today at pier39.com/Go Giants.
If you've never been to the Presidio, San Francisco's very own national park site, consider this your invitation to visit and bring your own. Bring your own flavor for a barbecue with views of the Golden Gate Bridge. Bring your own imagination and explore the exciting Presidio tunnel tops. Bring your own curiosity and discover miles of trails, beaches, food trucks, free events, and more. Plan your visit at presidio.gov.
When life throws you curves, we hit grand slams. At Ayala Morgan and Bazaar, we've recovered millions for injury victims. From fender benders to major accidents, we swing big. Call 866-465-2999 or visit amb.law.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Logan Webb, long time since he's thrown a pitch, spins one in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. We'll have to go back and see how long that half inning took. The Giants were down 3-0, and in the bottom of the third, they scored 5 runs. They lead 5-3, top 4. Crooks was in the crouch the whole inning, the catcher for the Cardinals. He finally gets to stand up straight as a hitter. 0-1 pitch. And that one just misses a little bit high. 1-1. Just kind of a crazy game so far. Not necessarily the prettiest baseball on either side. Here's a swing and a ball pulled foul. The defensive play by Arenado kind of opened the floodgates for the Giants, set the whole thing up. The bottom of the third was a 23-minute half inning. A 1-2 pitch, foul back. So you put the inning break after Webb threw his final pitch in the top of the third, and then the inning break leading here into the top of the fourth. That's like 27 minutes between pitches thrown for Logan Webb. Here's his 1-2. Called strike three. Slider. Crooks can't believe it. StatCast thought it was a strike. Webb gets his third strikeout. One away here in the fourth. It's hard not to watch tonight's game and think about the news today that came out from the commissioner's office about next year we're going to have the automatic balls and strikes ABS system in place with the challenge system. That's going to be in play for the regular season next year. Ball one to Jordan Walker. The 1-0 pitch is hit foul. We all kind of knew that was coming. We figured it was coming, but officially announced today. Teams will have 2 challenges per game, but if you use a challenge and get it right, you keep that challenge. So in theory, you could have an infinite number of challenges if you always get them right. 1-1. Walker fouls one back to the screen. It's 1-2.
Giants had a game in the spring. Javier Lopez and I worked it on the radio at Camelback Ranch, and they only did that system in the 2-team parks, and they only installed the system in those parks. So the Dodgers, almost all of their games had that system in effect. The Giants, not so much.
1-2. Walker strikes out swinging on a high 4-seam fastball. 2 down.
But that particular day, I think the Giants asked for 3 reviews, and only one of them got overturned, and so they were out. That was it. The Dodgers asked for 5 or 6 reviews, and they got them all overturned, and still had their 2 reviews left.
There's a check swing foul. Now, it's an important data point. Next spring training is going to be really critical, because I don't think you were down there more than I was this year, but the Giants did not take that very seriously, those few games they had.
And the Giants hardly had any games with that system.
They just didn't put any effort into thinking about it or strategizing or...
Well, one thing they did do, we asked Bob Melvin, Dwayne Kuiper and I did the very first game of the spring over in Surprise. That was one of the parks where that system was available. And Bob Melvin said, well, we don't want the pitcher asking for it. If they think, well, it should have been called a strike or whatever, the catcher can do it.
0-2 off the outside.
And Huff was the catcher that first game. And right away in the first inning, he asked for a replay review. Then he looked over the dugout and says, oh, what am I doing? Right away, first day. But then it got overturned. He was right.
1-2 pitch to Scott off the outside. So officially the system that'll go in place next year, the only 3 individuals who can challenge a ball strike call, the pitcher, the catcher, or the hitter. That's it. And the challenge has to be immediate. And I think that's going to be important. 2-2. Scott takes high, 3-2. But I guarantee the Giants are going to be much more serious about the strategy and the focus and the practice and working on it this next spring training. Here's a ball pulled on the ground, foul. Because it's going to be an important thing to figure out before the games really count. You got to get a sense of who do I trust, who do I give the green light to always challenge. You might not give the green light to every hitter. 3-2 pitch. Way off the outside. Ball 4. Man, Webb got 2 quick outs, got ahead of Scott, 2 strikes, and then lost him.
Well, and this is a guy who can steal a base, too. You don't want to walk him. And Donovan has been wearing Logan Webb out so far today. Scott's got 33 steals. He's only been caught 3 times.
Yeah, that was just a sloppy pitch. He goes immediately. Here's the pitch taken, the throw, the tag, safe. Oh, I don't know. Adames came over and took the throw, which was a little high. quickly got the tag down. Giants are asking for a minute. That was close. And the Giants are going to challenge. Watching, we're a long way from the play, but I thought that there was a decent chance he was out. Watching the replay, hard to tell.
The call on the field is safe at second base. San Francisco's challenging.
I think he's out.
Well, and you always, when the call is safe, you always worry that the best you might come away with in this spot is call stands, because I can see what you saw. He was clutching in the bag with his left hand, and he got touched, and I don't think his hand had touched the bag yet.
I think he's out.
But is that clear enough for the umpires in New York to say, look, right there?
To me,
because the angle is not the best for determining whether he's on the bag or not.
If I'm making the call, he's out. That was clear as day as far as I'm concerned. We'll see. Giants have a 5-3 lead. Scott just drew the walk.
Well, they just showed the angle that we had seen up here. And you could hear the crowd was like, oh, look there. And then other people were like,
We have just a glimpse. You can see there are 4 different umpires who are crowded around the monitor in New York watching the play. We have a view into the replay command center. But it's taken a while. They have the ability to freeze the play. We're not ever seeing a freeze.
We have not one time seen a freeze frame.
But I think he touches him before that hand hits the bag.
And I'm worried that it's so close from the angles we've seen it that the umpires in New York may just finally shrug and say, oh, okay, call stands. And I hope I'm wrong.
We're still waiting. Usually it doesn't take this long.
Now we have the angles from the Giants telecast here, NBC Sports Bay Area. They have also the angles from the Cardinals telecast back to St. Louis. And with the freeze frames and all the other stuff that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's why. For us, it can be hard because we just don't have everything that they have. They're still looking at it. We're looking, and they're still deliberating. Usually, if it gets to this point, you do expect just that they're going to let the call stand, almost by definition. But watching it from here, I think he's out. All right, let's get the call.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runners out. San Francisco retains their challenge.
Dave Fleming, Umpire Command Center. You're hired, Dave.
They could have saved a whole lot of time if they just asked me. I think they did ultimately get the call right. Great throw by Patrick Bailey. So that retires the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-3 Giants on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
With Amex, there's always a new experience to explore. From curating the perfect vacation and chilling in the Centurion Lounge before you get there. Trying out that new trendy restaurant thanks to Priority Notify with global dining access by Resi. And getting straight to the action at the big game with card member entrances at select venues. With Amex Platinum, you can experience it all. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Access to the card member entrance not limited to the American Express Platinum card. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Don't you just love it when you get more? Well, at Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, you always get more. Because we're more than just fast oil changes. We're a full-service auto facility. Your one-stop automotive shop for all your automotive needs. So if there's a problem, we can fix that. Now you can win free gas for a year. Visit SpeedyOil.com/free gas to enter to win. And get big discount offers and coupons. See website for details and restrictions.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with a toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge.
Big props to this team.
Some decisions are a win-win.
like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Introducing Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business. With $2,500 in annual value, it's the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Come into Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill September 26th through September 28th for their fall clearance sales event. Take advantage of one-of-a-kind opportunities at the Friedman's Appliance Fall Clearance Sales Event. The best time to save on new appliances for your home.
This is Miller and Fleming on KNBR FM and AM, the sports leader.
First ball swinging, Christian Koss hits a chopper to Arenado. It hits off Arenado's chest, and he picks it up and throws to first just in time to get Christian Koss. That was very close. Giants, after we just had that long replay review, Giants asked for a moment to see if he got him, but he did. So Koss on one pitch is the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. Giants have a 5-3 lead over the Cardinals. Drew Gilbert takes strike one from John King. King is the second pitcher of the night. Palante, the starter, gets charged with 5 runs, although not all of them earned. Gilbert takes this one for a ball, 1-1. In fact, only 2 of the 5 runs will be earned to Palante's record. Gilbert had a base hit as a part of that rally. The pitch. He hits this one softly back to the pitcher, King. Fields it, starts running to first, and he'll flip underhand to get Gilbert. So just like that, 2 down. With Ramos coming up, we'll pause here for station identification on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
This is the flagship of Giants baseball. Double play! KNBR and KNBR FM San Francisco, the sports leader.
Dave Fleming, John Miller, Darren Chan, our producer-engineer, coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth. Ball 1 from King to Ramos. Last of the fourth. Giants 5, Cardinals 3. Cardinals scored 3 in the first. Giants got all 5 in the third. The pitch. Outside again with the changeup. It's 2-0. Ramos, his ball, in a lot of ways, was the key to the whole inning. Ramos hit the ball that Arenado decided to come home with. Hit Bailey in the back with the throw, and that scored 2. Here's a line drive into left field, base hit. Coming over to cut it off on a backhand Newt bar. That'll keep Ramos at first with a 2-out single. That gives Rafi Devers a chance with a runner on against the left-hander John King. Devers 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Palante. Is sort of weird. Palante has not been a strikeout pitcher this year. Devers couldn't figure him out tonight. Now he gets to see the lefty. First pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike 1. One strike pitch. Devers pokes one down the left field line. That's going to get down, base hit. Ramos streaking around toward third. Nootbaar's going to throw to second. Rafi Devers, almost like he threw the bat at the ball, lunging out and just punches one into left field. The Giants have first and third, back-to-back 2-out singles. It was like a one-armed swing from Rafi Devers.
Looked like a little bit like Tony Gwynn.
He did.
In the days when it was almost impossible to get a ball by Tony Gwynn.
That might be the only time that Rafi Devers has ever been compared to Tony Gwynn his whole career, but he did. That's exactly what he looked like. And that's going to be the last hitter for John King. So Ali Marmol coming out with the Giants. First and third, 2 outs. A right-hander coming in from the Cardinals bullpen. Is that Jorge Alcala?
Jorge?
Yeah. So Alcala, I think that's how you say it. The new Cardinals pitcher. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Trouble light on, we can fix that. The third pitcher of the night for the Cardinals here in the fourth inning. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, the Dodgers have expanded their lead in Arizona 3-0 over the Diamondbacks. And that's a really big game for the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are still alive in the playoff race. But the Dodgers, with 2 runs in the 6th, they now lead 3-0. Ohtani's pitched 5 scoreless innings with 8 strikeouts, no walks. He's been dominant tonight. Teoscar Hernandez has a home run and a triple. He's led the charge for the offense. He's driven in all 3 of the Dodgers' runs. Padres are still leading the Brewers. It's 6-0. They're in the 6th inning now. Zimmerman for Milwaukee, Vasquez for the Padres. Brewers have already clinched a playoff spot. And Brewers are going to have one of those top 2 seeds in the National League, so they're not going to have to play in a wild card round. So there's not a whole lot for the Brewers to play for here in the last few days of the regular season. A lot for the Padres to play for. They've clinched the playoff spot. They still think they can win the West. We'll see. All right, Alcala on the mound against Adames, and he swings at the first pitch. Ground ball, just foul wide of third. Not by much. Giants 5, Cardinals 3. You got Devers at first, Ramos at third. Adames, maybe the biggest hit in the midst of the 5-run inning for the Giants was Adames with an RBI single. Sitting on 28 home runs. The pitch. Adames swings and misses. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-2. It's been, 12 games without a home run for Adames coming into tonight. Oh, 2 pitch. Very high with a fastball.
He had that stretch where he homered at least once in 8 consecutive series, including one in the series in St. Louis, but only one even since then, 2.5 weeks ago.
1-2 pitch. That is high. He threw the curveball.
In fact, I think the Giants came home from St. Louis, and he hit one here against Arizona, and that's the last one that you're talking about, so it's been a while.
Trying to get to 30 by the end of the regular season. After tonight, he'll have 4 more games left. 2-2. Adames strikes out swinging here on a 99-mile-an-hour sinker. So the Giants get a couple of 2-out hits, but they don't score. On to the 5th, 5-3 Giants on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
At Planet Fitness, no 2 members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong. Feel your strongest with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any of our nationwide locations. Bring your friend anytime you want and recover from it all in the Black Card Spa with their hydro massage and other innovative amenities. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Find your nearest club and join today. See Home Club for details.
Hey everyone, Amy G here for Golden State Lumber and Showroom. Consider their Stockton yard as the go-to resource for building professionals in San Joaquin County, with over 40 acres of premium building materials available to the public. For bigger jobs, you can count on Golden State's large fleet of trucks for timely delivery. It's their goal to keep your project on time and on budget. Building a better Bay Area for over 70 years. Golden State Lumber and Showroom. When you succeed, we succeed.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you.
Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Top of the order for the Cardinals, 5-3 Giants, 5th inning. Here's John Miller.
All right, Dave. And there's a strike to Brendan Donovan, who's hit 2 doubles in this game. And Webb pitches, and just a little bit high on the inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Donovan was at the plate when Victor Scott tried to steal second in the 4th inning and ended up being caught to end the inning. Now a changeup down and away. 2-1 the count. The 5th inning is sponsored by Land Rover Marin, home of the simple price, simple process, because it's the right thing to do. The 2-1 pitch, and he's off the outside with a changeup again. He's gone into little periods tonight where every time he works on the throwing hand side, the outside corner to a lefty, he's missing by several inches. Now a swing, a drive into left center field. That's into the gap. That will go to the wall. And this is going to be the 3rd double in a row for Brendan Donovan against Logan Webb. And I know he got behind him in the 1st inning. He was behind him here as well. And that was a sinker, and it was down. But he was looking for something out over the plate, something hard, and that's what he got. Giants leading 5-3. Runner at second, nobody out. And here is Ivan Herrera, who's had a single and is grounded out to short. Right-handed batter, wide open stance. And the pitch to him. Off the outside, ball 1. So Donovan, 3 consecutive doubles in this game. Cardinals have 8 hits already. There's a foul back to the screen. That was a changeup on the outside. Had him off balance. As we are coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth here at Oracle Park in San Francisco. Giants 5, Cardinals 3. Here's the pitch. And that's high and tight. 2-1. Webb throws, reached for and fouled out of play. Threw him a slider that broke off the outside, and he got Herrera to chase. Fouled it into the seats well off to the right, well out of play. Here it comes, and a foul off to the right, and well back into the lower deck on this one. Giants ticket memberships for next season are available now. Choose from full season or 41-game ticket plans. Secure a seat to the best matchups, including the opening series with the Yankees. Memberships include benefits and 30% average savings compared to single-game ticket prices. Now here is a fastball well off the inside, and now it's a full count, 3-2. Learn more at sfgiants.com/memberships. Nobody out, runner at second. 5-3 Giants. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Threw him a good changeup on the outside. Had him off balance, but he kept the hands back there and was able to fight it off. Cardinals got 3 runs in the very first inning on 5 hits against Logan Webb. Then the Giants got 5 runs in the 3rd inning, and they lead 5-3, 5th inning. There's a half-swing foul back to the screen. That was a sinker that ran right into the hands. Maybe a little bit off the inside corner, but it deflected off the bat of Herrera, who had started to swing. Alec Burleson, big left-handed hitter, is on deck. Again, Webb. Ready, throwing. Too high, and it's a walk. So Webb is in trouble now, and Burleson, who has already singled home a run and lined out to left, will come up, and the catcher, Patrick Bailey, goes out to the mound for a Habas Law mound visit. Logan Webb has been working really hard. And he has already thrown 77 pitches in this game. Now the plate umpire, Malachi Moore, goes out to hurry them along, and Bailey leaves the mound and goes back behind the plate. And out in the Giants bullpen, Spencer Bivens gets up. We're only in the fifth inning, but Webb already has a high pitch count here. He threw 22 in the first inning alone, but had fairly quick innings in the second and third. 2 men on, nobody out, and Burleson takes a called strike right in the outside corner. Giants 5, Cardinals 3. Now Webb throws in the dirt on the inside with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Donovan hit a double into the gap in left center to lead off the inning. Herrera followed with a walk. The pitch to Burleson. Ground ball hit sharply, foul, past first and on down the right field line. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, meanwhile, Dodgers 3, Arizona nothing. Last of the 6th inning in Phoenix. And Shohei Ohtani, in fact, Ohtani's now finished off the 6th inning. He's gone 6. I think that's his longest outing so far. And has not allowed a run, leading 3-0 at the end of 6 there. Now here is strike 3 called with a slider. He strikes out Burleson looking. The strikeout for Logan Webb. And that's the first out of the inning, and here comes Nolan Arenado. Arenado has grounded into a double play and has singled. 2 men on, 1 man out. 5-3 Giants. The pitch to Arenado. A called strike on the outside. 1-1. The Dodgers leading Arizona 3-0. That game's moving to the 7th inning now in Phoenix on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. 1 strike pitch. There's a ground ball to third, 1 hop. Chapman to second, 1. The relay to first. 2. A double play. Inning over. We go to the last half of the 5th inning. Chapman, Eldridge, and Lee do up. Giants 5, Cardinals 3 on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Larry Krueger here. As the faithful knows, life, like the game, doesn't always go as planned. Injuries and challenges can knock you down hard, on the field or off. And that's when you need a powerhouse team. Habas Law. For over 35 years, Omar Tariq and the Habas Law team have delivered life-changing wins, taking on big insurance companies with relentless grit. Like it's the final 2-minute drill. Habas Law doesn't just settle cases, they create comebacks. Visit habaslaw.com. Habas Law, they will fight to make it right.
Brian Murphy here with an update from River Islands, Northern California's most successful lifestyle community. The schools are back in session with 3 top-rated K through 8th grade academies within the community, and construction just started on Academy number 4. River Islands high school students are enjoying the sports fields of their huge new campus, and I got to say, it's pretty phenomenal. They're also putting the final touches on another park at River Islands. This one with a playground, workout areas, tennis, a splash pad, and a picnic area. The weather is perfect for launching a kayak or a paddleboard off your own deck and heading over to my favorite place, the Boathouse, for lunch or dinner at that restaurant. Over 4,000 households have already made the move to River Islands, with 15 neighborhoods priced from the $600,000 to over $1 million. There's more variety in home styles and sizes than ever before. In fact, the only thing missing at River Islands is you. Start your tour today at riverislands.com. Isn't it time for you to discover the islands?
Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here is Matt Chapman to lead off for the Giants last of the fifth inning. And Alcala, the right-hander, throws ball one. Chapman has struck out and hit a sacrifice fly. Now he swings and fouls one off to the right and back out of play on a slider, 89-mile-an-hour slider from Jorge Alcala. 30 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. And he is from the Dominican Republic. 1-1 pitch. Look out. Way inside that, almost hit him. 98-mile-an-hour fastball that got awfully close, and he just did manage to elude that one at the last minute, spinning away. Eldridge on deck. Here it is, swinging a smash fair past third and down the left field line. Hits the sidewall just beyond the ball, dude. The carom is played out there by Newtmar. The throw into second, too late. A sliding double for Matt Chapman. Man, he clobbered that one right past the bag, and the third base umpire, Andy Fletcher, was thinking about trying to get out of harm's way and threw his hands up. And then as he was trying to jump aside and let it go by, he remembered to point into fair ground. So a double by Matt Chapman to lead off. And here is Eldridge, and a swing and a foul coming back to our left. And out of play. It hit off the facing of the suite level above the second deck and ricocheted all the way back downstairs. Eldridge has struck out, and he has walked. 5-3 Giants, runner at second. Alcala pitches, and he's a little bit high with a curveball. Hard curveball, 85 miles an hour. 5-3 Giants. That was the Giants' 7th hit, the double by Chapman. It was the first for extra bases. Oh, there's a swing. There's a drive into shallow center field. In comes Scott. He's got it. That was a curveball, and it had Eldridge out front. Hit it off the end of the bat. And Scott was able to come in and grab it. And Chapman had to hold on at second base. And here comes Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee had a single, knocking in a run his last time. He takes off the outside at the knees. Ball one, 98 miles an hour. Lee was not having what looked like a great at bat. He'd swung at a pitch way off the inside, swung at a low slider, and then got to 2 strikes, and he lined a single to center to knock in a run. Now he swings away and lifts a high foul off the third base side. Arenado starts over, but it's several rows, many rows back in amongst the spectators, out of play. Alcala is in his 55th game of the year. Earlier this year, he got into 19 games with the Boston Red Sox and also had 3 appearances for the Minnesota Twins. This is his 14th appearance as a member of the Cardinals. Runner at second, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. That is over the inside corner with a curveball, strike 2 called. Alcala with all of those teams with a 5.81 earned run average before tonight. 52 2/3 innings pitched and 61 hits allowed, 5 of them home runs. 1-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen. High fastball at 99 miles an hour. And Lee went up after it, fouled it straight back as the helmet flew off his head. Alcala, 12 home runs allowed in 52 2/3 before tonight, so he's averaged about 2 home runs allowed for every 9 innings pitched, which is a lot for a short inning reliever. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. That was a high curve, and Lee thought it was too high, but on the break coming downward, Malachi Moore felt that it clipped the very top of the strike zone and StatCast agreed that it did so. I think clip is the right word. It just barely touched it. But in the ABS system, that would show up as a strike. Now Patrick Bailey. He has singled and hit a comebacker. And both of those at-bats were in the same inning. He led off the third inning with a line drive single left that started a 5-run rally. And then he came up again with a couple of men on and hit a comebacker to end the inning. His only at-bats of the night. Now a base hit could mean a run. Chapman at second. Here's a check swing and in for a strike with a curveball. So a lot of those curves, he throws them 85, 86 miles an hour. Very hard, big curveball. Giants 5, Cardinals 3. The Giants got a lead-off double, but Chapman has not moved. 2 outs now. Swing and a bloop into left. It's falling and in there. Now it bounces away off the left arm of Nootbaar. Coming in to score, Chapman. Heading for second is Patrick Bailey, and he's in there. 6-3 Giants. So Bailey dunks one in. That was another curveball. It was a high one. And he just went with it and lobbed it out into left field. And Nootbaar got a little bit too close, got that in between hop. The ball hit off, I don't know if it hit off the glove or off the arm. Ricocheted off to his left. They scored it as a double and a run batted in for Bailey. There's going to be an RBI in any event. Now Koss. And a fastball at 100 miles an hour in for a called strike. Koss has walked and scored a run and grounded out to third. 6-3 Giants, 5th inning. Another runner in scoring position. 2 doubles in the inning. 1 strike offering. Fastball swung out and missed. That was right in under the hands on the inside. Patrick Bailey with his 18th double of the year, his 55th run batted in, which for a guy hitting in the 220s, who hits usually 8th or 9th in the order, he's done well. There's a swing, line drive up the middle, into center field. That's a base hit. That will be a run. Here comes Bailey around third. He scores. 7-3 Giants. Christian Koss, who has really been great in those high leverage at-bats with runners in scoring position. Been one of the Giants' best, although he's had fairly limited at-bats compared to guys who play every day. But Koss, coming into this game, was hitting .385 in his at-bats with runners in scoring position. The Cardinals get their bullpen going again. And we got a Habas Law mound visit from the catcher, Crooks, to Alcala on the mound with Drew Gilbert coming up. Single and an RBI for Christian Koss, who earlier had a walk. Cardinals have a right-hander, Chris Roycroft, starting to warm up. Koss now 16 hits and 40 at-bats with runners in scoring. That's a .400 average. Now the pitch. And a high curveball for a called strike. Gilbert got a single in the third inning. A line drive into center that loaded the bases for the Giants. And what ended up being a 5-run inning. They've got 2 here in the 5th. There's a throw over to first. Close. And Koss dives safely back. I thought Koss was going to be running on the last one. He got that little moving start and looked like he had a chance to go. And now this time, having seen that, Ollie Marmol, I'm sure, orders the pickoff throw. But he dives back safely. Now Alcala into his stretch. There he goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down to second. It's wide to the shortstop side of second on a bounce. And a great stab with a backhanded reach by Sajese on a ball that had bounced off to his right. And so, Koss gets the steal. Now he's in scoring position himself. Koss with his 4th steal this year. So now a base hit can mean a run. The count is 0-2, though. And Gilbert takes very high. Fastball away. Been a long inning for Alcala. 2 runs are in. This next one will be his 22nd pitch thrown in the inning. He delivers. Swing and a miss with a curveball to end the inning. But the Giants get 2 runs on 3 hits, and both of the RBI hits came with 2 down. Very sweet. On to the 6th inning now, and the Giants are holding a 7-3 lead on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
Hey, Dwayne Kuiper here for my friends at Hawaiian Airlines. Now, I love flying Hawaiian Airlines. They make you feel like you're in Hawaii before you even arrive. And now that they've joined Alaska, your miles can take you even further. So you can still fly Hawaiian to Hawaii, and you can fly Alaska to the East Coast, Mexico, and the Bahamas, all while your miles add up. Start earning more rewards today when you fly with Hawaiian and Alaska. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com to book your vacation now.
This is Chris Dolan.
And I'm Vanessa Deniston, senior attorney from the Dolan Law Firm. Chris, what's with all these out-of-town personal injury firms coming into the Bay Area with these catchy jingles and funny names?
Unlike the Dolan Law Firm, most of these firms are from out of state or in LA.
The Dolan Law Firm is headquartered right here in San Francisco, going on 30 years.
We live here, we work here, we win here. The Dolan Law Firm. We're the best lawyers we hope you'll never need. DolanLawFirm.com.
Come into Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill September 26th through September 28th for their fall clearance sales event. Take advantage of one-of-a-kind opportunities at the Friedman's Appliance Fall Clearance Sales Event. The best time to save on new appliances for your home.
Listen to Giants baseball on your smart speaker. Just say play KNBR.
Here's Logan Webb into the 6th inning. Lars Nootbaar leads off against him, and Webb throws him a slide piece in there for a called strike. 0-1. Nootbaar has hit a double, and he has flied out deep to center. He swung the bat well. Now Webb is too high with a sinker. 7 runs for the Giants with 9 hits. Only 2 extra base hits, 2 doubles, and both of them were hit in the 5th inning. We're in the 6th inning now. And Webb is off the inside with a fastball. 2-1. That is pitch number 86 thrown by Logan Webb. Now Snyder, a sharp one-hopper, gloved by Webb, reaching to his left. Then he runs it toward first and underhands it to Rafi Devers. 1 away. Cardinals got 3 runs in the first against Webb, but none since then. They've had 3 hits, a 2-out double in the second, a 1-out single in the third, and a leadoff double in the 5th. Now here's a swinging strike by Sajese. 0-1 the count. Sajese has had an RBI single. He knocked in the 3rd run in that 1st inning rally. Struck out, ending the 3rd inning. 7-3, the Giants ahead. Now the pitch, very high. 1-1. Cardinals bullpen gets busy again. Chris Roycroft is now throwing for St. Louis. Now the 1-1 offering, and that's too high. 2-1. Tomorrow, Robbie Ray for the Giants up against Sonny Gray. Pretty good matchup. That's also a 6:45 start. Webb drops one in there. outside corner with a fastball, a sinker that had that movement coming back to the plate. 2-2 the count. When he's right, he can do that all day long. He winds, delivers, fouled to the backstop. That one he left right over the heart of the plate. He tried the four-seam fastball. And I think he would like for that one, ideally, to be up at the top of the zone, maybe even a little bit up out of the zone. But that was right down the heart of the plate. Again, 2-2 pitch. Slider bouncing in the dirt off the outside. Three and two pitch. Grounded past Webb to second. Right to cause. He's got it. Straightens up. Throws him out at first. 2 down. Well, the regular season will wrap up with Fan Appreciation Weekend starting Friday with the Rockies in town. 40,000 fans at Saturday's game will receive a Rafael Devers t-shirt presented by Camus Vineyards. So grab your tickets right now at sfgiants.com/promotions. Here is Webb with a first pitch slider for a called strike to Jimmy Crooks. Giants ahead 7-3. Webb has not allowed a run since the first inning. He did get into some trouble in the fifth when Donovan led off with a double and Herrera followed with a single, with a walk. Here's a sinker that's too high. 1-1 the count. So they had their third place hitter Burleson, their fourth place hitter Arenado next. But he struck out Burleson and he got Arenado to grind into an inning-ending double play. Now a swing, ground ball to short. Back to his right to glove it is Adames. Jump pivot, snap throw. Out at first. 3 up, 3 down. Webb at 97 pitches for the game. And will he come back for more? We'll see. But it's turned into a very strong Logan Webb game, and the fans behind the dugout give him a standing ovation. Top of the order coming, Ramos, Devers, and Adames. The Cardinals go to their bullpen, with the Giants leading 7-3 on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Ooh, Daddy, baseball grass is so green.
Yeah, the groundskeepers do a good job.
Is that man a groundskeeper?
He's the umpire.
Is she a groundskeeper?
She sells popcorn.
Hey, what's on that man's face?
Just paint. He's a Giants fan.
Oh, like us. We're Giants fans too. Right, Dad?
Yeah, we're Giants fans too.
Get to experience a first game twice, yours and hers. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the San Francisco Giants. Copyright 2025, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Decisions aren't hard when no matter what you choose, you win. Like with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 classic box with iconic favorites like a beefy 5-layer burrito, the $7 Supreme box with the chicken chalupa supreme, and more. Or find new obsessions in the $9 Discovery box. Get yours at Taco Bell today. Participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
With Amex, there's always a new experience to explore. From curating the perfect vacation and chilling in the Centurion Lounge before you get there. Trying out that new trendy restaurant thanks to Priority Notify with global dining access by Resi. And getting straight to the action at the big game with card member entrances at select venues. With Amex Platinum, you can experience it all. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Access to the card member entrance not limited to the American Express Platinum card. Learn more at americanexpress.com/with-Amex.
Big savings are happening now at Stevens Creek Volkswagen. Discover a huge selection of award-winning models. From the all-electric ID Buzz to the Taos, Atlas, Jetta, and more. Don't wait. Shop and save today at Stevens Creek Volkswagen.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Elliot Ramos leads off for the Giants. First ball swinging. It's a soaring foul off the first base side. Well back into the crowd. Strike one. He got a 96-mile-an-hour sinker there from the new Cardinal pitcher, Chris Roycroft, a bearded and very tall right-hander. Hard thrower, long legs. Now a swing. There's a shot! Way back, headed for Berkeley. Adios, Pelota. the 20th home run of the year. Very emphatically hit by Elliot Ramos. 8-3 Giants. Second hit of the game for Ramos. And here is Devers. And he takes a fastball very high from Roycroft. Devers has struck out twice, and then he served one right along the left field line for a single back in the 4th inning. Roycroft pitches, and he's outside. Roycroft is 6 feet 8 inches tall. 28 years old. He pitches, swing and a miss. High fastball at 97. Roycroft from Aurora University. Born in Illinois. Devers, wide open stance. Now takes too high. 98-mile-an-hour fastball, an appeal for a so-called check swing, or a supposed check swing. No, says Andy Fletcher. 3-1 the count to Devers. Adames on deck. The right-hander ready. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive foul off the left field line. He hit that at 100 miles an hour. Whistling its way down the left field line, and ricochets out to the left fielder Newtbar, who picks it up and tosses it up into the bleachers. Three and two the count. Roycroft sets, throws. Yanked foul right at the Cardinal dugout. And we didn't change the name of the bleachers here like they did at Dodger Stadium. In Dodger Stadium, they didn't change them. They immediately called the bleachers the pavilions. But we still call them the bleachers, right?
Yeah, we do. Because we're normal.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. In the fist, and that is a soft roller to second. Charged by Donovan as Devers looked very unhappy at the plate. I'm sure he had a very painful, stinging sensation in his hands after that one. 98-mile-an-hour sinker right in the hands. So one out. Here is Willie Adames. He's 1 for 3. Had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. And he swings and hits a foul. Peeled off to the right over the net into the crowd. We're coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth at Oracle Park in San Francisco. The Giants holding an 8-3 lead over the Cardinals. Big crowd here tonight. Really kind of late arriving crowd. There's a swing, and that's a ball way inside. Bounced foul off to the left toward the Giants dugout.
And very spirited crowd. It's just fun to see Giants fans who know that the playoff chances have evaporated, but are still so behind this team.
They've been making a lot of noise, that's for sure. Here's the stretch. The pitch. Way off the inside at 97 with a two-seamer. A lot of movement. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roycroft. That's all one name. That's his last name. His first name is not Roy. Chris Roycroft. Here's the pitch. Slider low and outside. 2-2.
And Roy's not his middle name. It's not like Chris Roy Croft.
No.
Okay.
Now maybe somewhere in his background, all of those things were true of some distant relatives. 2-2 pitch. Swinging. There's a high drive down the left field line. Going back is Newtbar onto the warning track. Reaches up and makes the catch. Been a while for Adames since he last hit a home run, but that wasn't it. So 2 down, and here is Matt Chapman. That one, a lot of topspin on it, and he hit it, I say quote-unquote 90 miles an hour. Chapman takes a called strike on the outside with a cutter. Chapman hit a double right down the third base line, leading off the fifth inning. That started a 2-run rally. Giants are leading now 8-3 after the home run by Ramos, leading off this inning. Last of the sixth. Now Chapman takes a fastball low and outside. Chapman did hit that double pretty hard, leading off the fifth and 102 miles an hour, a low liner right along the line, hit in front of the bag and shot right on by. Now he swings and rolls one softly past the mound toward the middle, far to his right, the second baseman up with it. Here's the long throw to first from Donovan, in time to retire Chapman. Not hit at 102 miles an hour that time. Giants get a run though. Elliot Ramos, boom, tell it bye-bye baby, as Russ Hodges used to say. Giants 8, Cardinals 3 as we move to the 7th. Giants will go to their bullpen on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Danny Miller, and I've had the pleasure of announcing some of the most exciting teams compete in the most iconic stadiums right here in the Bay Area, which is why I'm excited to announce that Habas Law, the legendary Bay Area personal injury law firm, has become an official partner of the San Francisco Giants. 2 teams fighting to make it right. If you've been wronged and need a winning team, let Habas Law fight for you. Visit habaslaw.com. Habas Law, they'll fight to make it right.
Hey, you love pizza? You need to experience the award-winning pizza at Slice House by Tony Gemignani. Yeah, the 13-time world pizza champion, Tony Gemignani. That Tony. The next time you're at Oracle Park, check out one of our 6 Slice House locations or anywhere else where you want amazing pizza. Visit one of our 8 Bay Area Slice House locations in North Beach, Belmont, Walnut Creek, Haight-Ashbury, San Leandro, Folsom, Mountain View, or Castro Valley. Thank you, Bay Area, for supporting and respecting the craft of local artisan pizza making.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
Hey, it's Dr. Craig Bindi. CLR from Laser Eye Center is your solution to glasses and contacts, readers and bifocals. Plus, after a custom lens replacement at Laser Eye Center, you'll never get a cataract.
No glasses, no readers. Free consultation. LaserEyeCLR.com.
Now back to John and Dave on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
It's the top of the 7th. Joey Lucchesi in from the Giants bullpen in relief of Logan Webb. The Giants ahead 8-3. The top of the 7th, as always, is sponsored by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Ready to elevate your weekend? Experience thrilling gaming action and unmatched luxury at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Your ultimate getaway is just a short drive away. And now, without further ado, some people like that as a first word in Wordle, by the way. I just happened to think. 8-3 Giants. Here is Dave Fleming. Sorry, I had further ado there for a moment.
Yeah, keep going. Just keep going. Here's the swing and pop up on the first base side. That'll drop into the Cardinals dugout over the net. It's 1-1.
Now, without further ado, here is Dave Fleming with the play-by-play. There, I got it out finally.
We could try to have a game where we use all the first words that are most popular in Wordle.
Yeah, I like Trace personally.
Joey Lucchesi throws, and a line drive traces a straight line out towards right center field. Jung-Hoo Lee picks it up after it hits the bottom of the wall out there and throws it back in. Man, that ball was hit hard. And into second, Walker with a leadoff double. Well, when you have an 8-3 lead, you just have to sort of say, let's wipe the slate clean. Start all over.
That's another favorite first word for a lot of people.
Slate's a good one.
The Wordle bot says if you use that one, it says that's the first word of a Wordle genius.
There's Victor Scott, left on left, and Lucchese misses inside with ball one.
I personally don't use it. I guess adding further evidence to that point.
1-0 pitch. Scott takes a strike. Fastball right down the middle, 1-1. Some people stick with the same word every day. Some like to change. I think DC's a guy who likes to change it up, depending on like what mood he's in.
He's a good player.
Very good. There's a ball down and away.
I wouldn't call him a Wordle genius necessarily, but
very good player. Never cheats.
I know. I don't get that.
2-1 pitch. And Scott takes a strike. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Lucchese. 2-2. The three of us, we enjoy playing Wordle, sharing our Wordle results. 2-2 pitch. Off the inside. Maybe a little bit high.
We share outlines of the results where it just shows how many letters you got each guess, but it doesn't show which letters they are or what words you guessed.
3-2 pitch. Scott hits a foul off to the left. True.
However, a lot of people, I don't want to name any names, but they almost always pick the same first word. And when I see their outline, usually for those people, I know that his first word.
It's kind of a pretty strong hint. Here's a chopper foul on the first base side. Well, it's a fun game to play.
Doesn't cost anything.
It's free.
Although, I mean, sometimes it has a cost psychically where you feel like an idiot.
Can take a real toll.
Self-confidence goes way down.
Lucchese wants a new ball. Lucchese still has not gotten an out. He gave up the leadoff double to Walker, and now he's in a long at-bat against Victor Scott. 3-2, another swing and a foul. So he's thrown 11 pitches now and hasn't gotten an out. Cardinals, their bat boy came out on the field to pick up that foul ball. I can't remember another team that has the bat boy wear a jersey that says bat boy right on the back. Here's a ball high. So Casey, man, that's a really big mistake. Giants are up 8-3, but they still have to get 9 outs in this game. And now the Cardinals have 2 on with nobody out. And the big hitter's coming up. So Lucchese, who's really done such a good job. He has been one of the more positive stories in the Giants bullpen over the second half of the year. Brendan Donovan takes high, ball 1. But tonight does not look like he's at his sharpest. Logan Webb, after the first inning, you would not have been imagining that he'd be going this deep into the game, but he pitched 6 full innings tonight. This is the first reliever for the Giants. 1-0 pitch. Donovan takes outside. 2-0, and Patrick Bailey's coming out. So he's going to take a slow walk to the mound for a Habas Law mound visit, and it might be, I mean, Patrick, I think Bailey's mode is much more of an encourager. I think one reason why so many Giants pitchers like working with Patrick is he's very positive, but this might be a little more stern than we're used to seeing from him. Giants have a 5-run lead. He can't start walking everybody. So he gives up the walk to Scott, and now is falling behind Donovan 2-0. You got Herrera, who's a very good hitter from the right side, waiting on deck. 8-3 Giants, but the Cardinals starting to threaten a real rally here. There's a strike over the outside and some sarcastic cheers from Giants fans. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Donovan swings and misses. 2-2. Donovan had just a tremendous game against Logan Webb. He came up 3 times against the Giants ace and hit a double every time. 3 for 3, 3 doubles. So he's having a big night. 2-2 pitch. That is fouled off to the left. Good fastball, 95 miles an hour, right in on the hands. Spencer Bivens is up in the Giants bullpen. So we'll see how this plays out. Bob Melvin, JP Martinez watching closely for the Giants dugout. Now Lucchesi steps off. Two and two to Donovan. The pitch. Chur fouled back. Well, Donovan took a big swing at that. And all he did was foul it back to the backstop. But that pitch was right out over the heart of the plate. So maybe not exactly, especially in a 2-strike situation, maybe not exactly the way that Lucchesi wanted to throw it. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. He went back with the fastball, put it right under the hands again, and this time got the swing and miss. It's a big first out with Herrera coming up. Ivan Herrera with 2 on and 1 out. .282 average, 18 home runs. Herrera tonight, a single and a walk against Webb. Here's the pitch. Churv misses high. Ball 1. Mets won, Reds lost. Padres have won. That game is over. Diamondbacks are losing, but now just by 1. Lucchesi throws and gets the high strike, a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Big games in both leagues with the final playoff spots still hanging in the balance. 1-1 pitch. Way up and outside. Ball 2. The leaderboard update sponsored by Bank of America, proud sponsor of the Junior Giants, helping inspire tomorrow's leaders on and off the field. So the Cubs top wild card spot. Padres right behind them. Mets, very important night for them. They vault back over the Reds. 1 game ahead of Cincinnati in that 3rd wild card spot. Here's a strike. High fastball, 2-2. Diamondbacks are a game and a half as of this moment behind the Mets. Down 4-3, but threatening in the bottom of the 8th. Another game where as soon as Ohtani left, the offense came to life for the Dodgers' opponent. 2-2. Off the inside with a fastball. 3-2. So we'll keep you posted on that one down in Arizona. 4-3 Dodgers, bottom 8. Here it's 8-3 Giants, but Lucchesi, this is really unusual for him, too. He is typically the lack of command has not been the issue for him. He's struggling to throw strikes tonight. 24 pitches already. He's got 1 out in 24 pitches. 3-2. He throws. Herrera hits a high fly ball left center field and deep. Ramos going back at the wall, and it is gone. Just over the left center field wall, and that's a 3-run homer. And the Cardinals are right back in this game. Ramos turned around and was ready to play the carom, and it just snuck over the wall. And with 1 swing, the Cardinals are back in it, down 8-6. Well, that was an off-speed pitch, and Lucchesi, he knew something bad was happening when he released that pitch because he left it right out over the middle. Here's ball 1 to the left-handed hitting Burleson. Lucchesi stays in at least for 1 more hitter. It's the 19th home run of the year for Ivan Herrera. He is a good young hitter. A ground ball to second. Koss goes down to a knee to field it. Throws to first for the out. And that is out number 2. It's also going to be the final hitter for Lucchesi, who is really going to be unhappy. And I think you look back at the whole inning and the way it unfolded, the key moment was the walk to the 9th place hitter, who's a left-handed hitter. And that really ended up costing Lucchesi and the Giants. Comes back to get the second out, but now Spencer Bivens will take over. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Engine light on, we can fix that. So while Bivens makes his way in for the Giants bullpen, we're going to pause for station identification on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
When the game is over, hear the postgame wrap with John, Dave, Kruk, and Kite on KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco.
Dave Fleming, John Miller, Darren Chan, our producer-engineer, here from Oracle Park in San Francisco. It's been kind of a wild game. Giants were down 3-0. And stormed back, took a 5-3 lead, kept adding on. Ultimately up 8-3. But here in the 7th, Cardinals have scored 3 times to make it 8-6. And Joey Lucchesi gave up all 3 of those runs. Only gets 2 outs. And gives way to the right-hander Spencer Bivens. So we're trying to get the final out here in the 7th. And who knows, maybe also pitch the 8th. We'll see how Bob Melvin wants to play it. Giants still have the 2-run lead. Meanwhile, on that Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, we told you the Diamondbacks were threatening in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alex Vesia in to pitch for L.A., facing the heart of the order. A couple of walks, but he's got 2 outs now. Dodgers still ahead 4-3 against the Diamondbacks. Really, really important game for Arizona. So here's Arenado. He'll be the first guy that faces Bivens. The pitch. Just outside, ball 1. That was a pretty good pitch from Bivens. Arenado tonight is grounded into 2 different double plays. Also has a base hit and a steal. The 1-0. He chops one on the ground toward third, but it kicks foul. His old high school teammate Matt Chapman fielded it and made a long throw all the way across the diamond, but it was a foul ball. Chapman just went ahead and made the play. Wasn't going to assume. I'm sure he knew it was foul, but wasn't going to assume that the umpire was going to call it that way. 1-1, the pitch. Arenado, wow. Slider called a ball right on the outside corner. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That is low. 3-1. 96-mile-an-hour sinker. Arenado's a hard guy to walk. Bivens, 3-1 pitch. He smashes it down the left field line toward the corner. It is gone. Arenado goes deep, and this is a 1-run game. His 11th home run of the year, and just added to his total of damage that he's done over the years against the Giants. It's 8-7. 4 runs are in here in the 7th. As soon as the Giants bullpen has taken over, the Giants pitching is sort of falling apart. It's the 34th career home run for Arenado against the Giants. There's Nootbaar. He takes strike 1. It only feels like 134. So Arenado takes Bivens deep, and part of that was Bivens fell behind in the count. Here's a foul off to the left, a changeup to Nootbaar, and it's 0-2. 3-1, and he just sort of, I'm sure felt like he had to challenge him. Well, the Cardinals not going quietly tonight. 0-2 pitch is fouled again. High fastball. Nootbaar got a piece of that one. It's been a stretch where the Giants haven't had an off day in a couple weeks. They get one after tomorrow night's game. 0-2 pitch, down and in. But a lot of these relievers are just looking like they've hit the wall. The Giants bullpen has done a great job overall this year as the year comes to an end. Fraying a bit. Here's a pitch down and away, a changeup. Giants bullpen ERA in September is right around 4.5. 2-2 pitch, hit high and foul off to the left. Still 2-2. Bivens throws. And a ball way inside. Full count, 3-2. We got the right-handed hitting Sajasi on deck. Giants lead is almost gone. 3-2 pitch from Bivens is topped foul along the first base side. Bivens just can't put him away. He was ahead in the count immediately, 0-2. But since then, he's thrown 6 pitches, and Nootbaar is still up there. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. You can just sense the nervous energy here in the crowd. 3-2 pitch is a ground ball softly hit to second. Cost charges, has it, throws down Nootbaar, and finally, the top of the 7th is over. Man. Bottom of the order fueled the rally, and then the top of the order cashed it in. And the Cardinals get 4 across. 7th inning stretch time. Giants still lead, though. It's 8-7 Giants on the KNBR, Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Every Giants fan loves a 5-tool player, and the all-electric Chevy Equinox with an EPA estimated electric range of 319 miles with front-wheel drive covers a lot of ground in the field. Plus, with its athletic design, exhilarating performance, state-of-the-art tech, and massive 17.7-inch diagonal touchscreen, it's always game time. Chevrolet, an official sponsor of the San Francisco Giants. Range on a full charge. Actual range may vary based on several factors, including ambient temperature, terrain, battery age and condition, loading, and how you use and maintain your vehicle.
At UCSF Health, we field all-stars at every position, all working tirelessly to deliver exceptional care to anyone who needs it. We're focused on improving the well-being of people all across the Bay Area through actions big and small. It's how we've embraced our neighbors for over 100 years with expertise, understanding, and giant love. UCSF Health, the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco Giants.
It doesn't matter if they get hit by a car, fall on dangerous property, or suffer medical malpractice. Injured clients want their pre-injury lives back. We can't rewind the clock, but we can offer a compassionate and experienced team that has recovered over $2 billion for Northern Californians. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Walk Up Personal Injury Law since 1959. Visit walkuplaw.com or call 866-WALK-UP-LAW.
Come into Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill September 26th through September 28th for their fall clearance sales event. Take advantage of one-of-a-kind opportunities at the Friedman's Appliance Fall Clearance Sales Event, the best time to save on new appliances for your home.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Ball one to Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Still looking for that first big league home run. 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. 8-7 is the Giants' lead, bottom of the 7th. Roycroft still in for the Cardinals. The 1-0 pitch is up high with a fastball 2-0. Eldridge continues to show a good idea of the strike zone. We're still seeing some swings and misses. And he only has the one hit, but he's putting himself into some good counts. 2-0. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses here, a fastball, and that was a good one. 96 miles an hour, up and on the outside corner. Jung-Hoo Lee waiting on deck. 2-1 pitch. Down and in, ball 3. Well, the Giants, just a few moments ago, they led 8-3. So it was kind of looking like, well, tonight would be a game where you could kind of ease into the finish line. Giants could use some extra offense now. 3-1. Eldridge hits a foul. He had a good swing on a high fastball. Fouled it off to the left, though. 3-2. That was 97 miles an hour and well located. Eldridge struck out in the second, walked in the third, flied out in the fifth. Full count, 3-2. Here's the pitch. Eldridge hits a ground ball to short, coming in to scoop it up. That's the shortstop, Sajasi, and he throws out Bryce Eldridge. 1 out. Eldridge 0 for 3 tonight. We don't really even have to tell you who's coming up when it's this guy. Giants fans tell you the pitch. Called a strike. Lee was shocked by that call. That pitch was a few inches off the outside. Jung-Hoo has an RBI single, 1 for 3 tonight. Hitting .261 on the year. The pitch. He hits this one foul off to the left. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It was out over the heart of the plate. But just a foul ball from Lee. 0-2. Roycroft throws, and he misses outside. 1-2. In the back of the booth here, DC kind of sets up a sports bar-like feel in our booth. We got the Dodgers Diamondbacks on the big TV in the back of the booth. They're in the bottom of the 9th now. Here's a swing at a ball top to first. Coming in to scoop it up is Burleson, and he'll run to the bag for the putout. 2 down.
The D-backs have a base runner
already. Tanner Scott, the left-hander, is in to pitch for L.A. 4-3 Dodgers.
The D-backs have 2 base runners. Ooh. It's happening fast. Don't look away.
Still nobody out.
Let's see. Vargas got drilled, leadoff batter, and then Tawa walked.
Here's a swing by Patrick Bailey and a pop-up. And on the infield, right near the second base bag, Sajasi, the shortstop, catches. And the Giants are gone in order in the bottom of the 7th. 1-run lead. That might have to be enough tonight for the Giants. We go to the 8th inning. 8-7. Giants over the Cardinals on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Trade for the best. Hondas, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
Ready to step up to the plate for an unforgettable getaway? At Cache Creek Casino Resort, the thrill of the game meets exhilarating gaming, dining, and pure indulgence. Just a short drive away. As proud partners of the San Francisco Giants, we know how to hit it big. Cash in at Cache Creek, where the action never stops and the luxury never ends. Visit CacheCreek.com and play in style. Please play responsibly.
Did you know that most people wait 6 or 7 years before they buy a new TV? That's a lot of time in front of one TV. So why not get one of the best sets for the next 7 years? Like one of the top-rated Samsung, LG, or Sony models. Too expensive? What if you could get up to $1,000 trade-in for your old set? Who would do a stupid deal like this? Right now, at Video Only, you can get big bucks for your old set as a trade-in and a hot price on the new models. Don't be sorry. Check out Video Only.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
This is Miller and Fleming on KNBR FM and AM, the sports leader.
Giants go back into the bullpen for the 8th inning. Yoel Peguero, the right-hander, will come in to pitch with Sajacy, Crooks, and Walker due up. See how the Cardinals want to play it. Giants 8, Cardinals 7. 8th inning. Peguero just waiting for Drew Gilbert. A ball fell on the field. Gilbert had to go over and get it, waiting for Gilbert to get in position. Now he's ready to go for the 15th time in the big leagues this year. And back for the play-by-play, here's John.
And there's a fastball at 99, a two-seamer. A lot of movement running into the hands of Sajacy, and it's fouled out of play off to the right. 8-7, the Giants leading the Cardinals. Sajacy has had an RBI single in 3 at-bats. 1 for 3. Now a fastball over the outer third for a called strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to Sajacy with Crooks, left-handed batter, on deck. And then Walker, big, powerful right-handed batter, due up third in the inning. Now, just as Peguero started to throw the pitch, a pitch clock violation is charged to him. So he took too long. And so now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. He throws. And then he did not get the call on the outside. It has been given so many times tonight by Malachi Moore. Although I will say that the StatCast showed that sinker as being an inch or inch and a half off the outside corner. 2-2 pitch in the dirt with a slider. Now it's 3-2. Well, he got ahead of him at 0-2, and then without even throwing a pitch, it was 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now it's 3-2. This is a big pitch. He throws. He struck him out with a high fastball. So he does come back to get him. 1 away, and Crooks.
Meanwhile, down in Arizona, the Diamondbacks, after they got the 2 on that you described, nobody out, they put a sacrifice bunt down. Barossa came up. He tried to bunt, bunted it foul.
Now here's a swing by Crooks on a high drive into deep left center. Way back is Lee at the wall. He jumps and makes the catch. Just to the left of the 399-foot marker. He ran and ran and ran, and as he got there, he stopped for a moment and then made a jump, and he caught it. Had it all the way. So 2 down, and here is Walker, Jordan Walker. Great big hulking figure at the plate. The pitch to him. There's a drive into right center field, going back into his left. Lee, he gets there near the warning track. He's got it. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down. Jung-Hoo Lee sort of at work.
And we'll give you the update from the Dodgers Diamondbacks when we come back.
When we return. All right, we go to the last of the 8th inning. Costs due up. Giants 8, Cardinals 7. On the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Giants fans know there are a lot of reasons to catch a game and even more reasons to score your tickets at StubHub. StubHub has the best selection of 100% MLB verified tickets. Find the ticket that's right for you, check the view, and get into Oracle Park, all on your phone. So whether it's a night out with the family or a day off with friends, when you need to see the Giants, you need to head to StubHub. StubHub is the official resale marketplace of the San Francisco Giants.
Brian Murphy here for TimberTech, the Murphy family loving our TimberTech deck. And now is a great time to get your deck ready for fall with TimberTech, the #1 premium decking brand. TimberTech looks just like natural wood, but without the costly maintenance. Made with up to 85% recycled material, TimberTech is also built with safety in mind. Here in California, it's important fire resistance matters, and TimberTech offers collections with top-rated protection, including a Class A flame spread rating. Order free samples at TimberTech.com or visit a local Golden State Lumber showroom today.
Trade for the best. Honda's, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0 APR on a new Honda like the 2025 Prologue. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 9/30/25.
Cold weather is coming, but did you know many foster kids don't have their own coats? Mancini, Sleep World, and the Ticket to Dream Foundation have teamed up to hold a new coat drive for foster kids of all ages. All Mancini Sleep World locations are participating until Tuesday.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Matt Swanson takes over for the Cardinals. The Giants have an 8-7 lead. It was once 8-3. Of course, it was once 3-0 Cardinals. So this game has gone back and forth. Bottom 8 as Swanson, the right-hander, he'll face Koss, Gilbert, and then Elliot Ramos due up for the Giants, trying to pad the lead.
There's a called strike to Christian Koss from the hard-throwing right-hander. This guy's numbers are impressively strong. Tall right-hander, now he throws. And a hard slider, swung out and missed, strike 2. Swanson, in 36 games, has a 2.05 earned run average. But let's talk about how tough he is to hit. 57 innings pitched, only 32 hits allowed. A 164 batting average against him. 2-strike offering in the dirt outside with a fastball. And Swanson, 57 innings, 63 strikeouts. He's walked 20. He's also hit 4. So patience can be a virtue against him. He's averaging more than 3 walks per 9. 1-2 offering. Way outside with a fastball. 2-2. Swanson has not had a save. They don't use him in save opportunities. Just trying to hold the line here. The Giants lead by 1. There's a chopper over the mound. Slowly hit towards second. Charged and played by Donovan. And the throw to first in time for the out. The Giants have not had a base runner since Elliot Ramos led off the 6th inning with a home run, which gave the Giants an 8-3 lead at the time. And the Giants offense has gone into hibernation since then. Here is Drew Gilbert. They'd like to get that offense going again. And Gilbert takes just off the inside and off the glove of the catcher, Crooks. 1 ball, no strikes. Gilbert has had a single and a run scored. Bounced back to the pitcher and struck out. So he's got a 1-for-3 game going. And Elliot Ramos is on deck. 1-0 pitch. That is a slider in for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Giants 8, Cardinals 7. Ryan Walker, the closer, getting ready in the Giants bullpen. 1-1 pitch. Oh, ouch. He hit a foul down off his right foot. We could hear him from up here shouting in pain. He's wearing a partial shin guard over that lower right shin. I don't know if that helped him or not. Looking at the replay, well, I don't think it helped him. He hit it off the side of his right foot, the inside of his right foot. He's also got a big partial catcher's knee pad over the top of his foot. I don't remember the last time I saw that. He's got all kinds of armor on the shin and right on top of the foot, off the instep of the foot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. here is the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul back to the screen. That was a slider. At the knees, and the count is still 1-2. 37,012, the paid crowd tonight at Oracle Park on a Tuesday night. Giants closing in on 2.8 million in their home attendance for the year. Now the pitch, a check swing, and he went around with it. A ball off the outside. He chased it. Tried to check, couldn't do it. Plate umpire made the call himself. Now Ramos. Giants have not had a base runner since Ramos led off the sixth inning with a home run. And he takes, there's a high fastball, called strike. Very high strike there. Ramos has a 2-hit game. The set, the pitch, chopped. Off the third base side of the mound, over to get it is Swanson. He's got it. Turns and fires to first in time. 9 Giants in a row have been retired. And if they're going to win it, they're going to have to win it by the 1. 9th inning was Scott. And then the top of the order, Donovan and Herrera, some of their best hitters, coming up against Walker. 8-7 Giants on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
The seasons are changing, and so are your possibilities. It is the perfect time to upgrade your ride at El Cerrito Honda. Find incredible savings across our wide selection of new and pre-owned Hondas. You'll discover a world-class selection and service that's second to none. Make this the season you upgrade your Honda. Visit El Cerrito Honda right off 80 on San Pablo Avenue or online at elcerritohonda.com. El Cerrito Honda, more than just a car dealership. We're family.
If you love your customers, you have to try RingCentral. No matter the size of your business, every call, every text, every meeting, every customer conversation matters. With RingCentral, you get a reliable business phone, a modern contact center, and built-in AI across every conversation, all on one platform. So you can focus on the moments that matter. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral. Every moment matters.
Greg Papa here. Life, like the game, doesn't always go as planned. Injuries and challenges can knock you down hard on the field or off. That's when you need a powerhouse team. Habas Law. For over 35 years, Omar and Tarek Habas and the Habas Law team have delivered life-changing wins, taking on big insurance companies with relentless grip like it's the final 2-minute drill. Habas Law doesn't just settle cases, they create comebacks. Visit habaslaw.com. Habas Law, they will fight to make it right.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, Ryan Walker is in to try to get the last 3 outs and secure a Giants win by a slim margin. An 8-3 game is now 8-7, 9th inning.
So here is Scott, very fast runner, and a fastball on the outside, a swinging strike 1. Scott has struck out, walked, and walked again. Cardinals leading base stealer. Donovan, the leadoff man, is on deck. 1 strike pitch, slider, right in at the knees and called a ball. It looked like a very good pitch, and he did not get the call on it. The 1-1 offering, and a foul back to the screen. A high sinker that had so much movement running to the outside corner. Now it's 1-2.
Did we ever have a chance to give that update from the desert?
Well, how did that one turn out?
The Diamondbacks ended up walking off the Dodgers. They won 5-4.
Wow. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip off Patrick Bailey, off his mask. I'll give him some time here to shake that off.
Sac fly tied it after they used a bunt to move the runners up. And then with 2 outs, Geraldo Perdomo, a base hit to win it. 5-4 Diamondbacks.
Perdomo, what a year. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That foul we just saw a replay not only hit the mask of Bailey, but it also hit right around his left shoulder on the carom. 1-2 pitch. There's a flip into left field, and the new left fielder, McRae's going to have to play it on a bounce. Great hitting there by Scott, and he just could not put him away. And now he's going to have to try to deal with the fact that Scott might try to steal second base.
For sure, even though Scott's already been caught stealing once in this game, I would think he's geared up to go.
There's a throw to first, and he dives safely back. He has 33 steals. Bailey threw him out trying to steal in the fourth inning. It was only the fourth time all year he'd been caught. Now Walker again ready. Now throws. There's a smash down the right field line. They're going to have to hurry to get this ball back in there. The carom is played out of the third archway. Here comes the relay. Heading home is Scott. The throw is offline, and the Cardinals have tied it up just like that. Brendan Donovan has his fourth double of the night, and he did not wait around. He hit the first pitch he saw. That was a sinker that just was right center cut down the middle of the plate. Right down there. Now the Cardinal trainer goes out to second base. I don't know what happened to Donovan, but remember, Donovan was a late scratch from the lineup last night. And he was signaling into the dugout that they should put in a runner for him. That he's not quite right. So it's 8-8, and the last time he faced the Cardinals on September the 6th, he came on with the Giants leading 2-0 to start the ninth inning in St. Louis and never got an out. The Cardinals scored 3 runs and walked off the Giants 3-2 in that game. And now they've started off the same way. He's faced 2 hitters, allowed a single and a double and a run already. Fermin, meanwhile, goes in to run at second base for Donovan.
I think it wouldn't be a stretch to say that game where the Cardinals came from behind against Walker was the game that really turned this Giants season in the wrong direction just when they built up all that momentum.
The Giants were 3 games over 500 when they got to the park that day. Now here's a ball down in the way. Fermin, the pinch runner at second. And the batter is Herrera. 1 ball, no strikes. 8-8 the score. Runner at second, nobody out. And Walker throws. And that is in for a strike. The Giants' record beginning with that game is 5 wins and 11 losses. So that has been a turning point for the worse. Swing slow, chopped to short. Runner breaking for third as Adames charges the ball. He looks over at third, but he will only throw to first, and Fermin goes to third. The Cardinals are threatening now to go ahead. That is an out. And here comes Burleson, left-handed hitter. With Nolan Arenado on deck. The Giants bring the infield in now. This big left-handed hitter. The pitch to Burleson. Backdoor slider, well off the outside. Ball 1. Burleson has singled home a run, lined out to left, struck out looking, and grounded out to second. Giants like to see him hit a ground ball right at somebody here, if not strikeout. Now he takes. That is a called strike, a slider on the outside at the knees. Man, the Giants were ahead 8-3 going to the 7th inning. Now it's 8-8 in the 9th inning. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 96 miles an hour. 2-seamer. Running to the outside, belt high. And again, Walker on top. Delivers. And the slider is low. 2-2 the count. The right-handed batting Arenado on deck. 8-8. JoJo Romero, the Cardinal closer, heating up in the St. Louis bullpen. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive foul off the right field line. That was another slider, and he was way out front of it, out on the front foot. Back into the crowd down the right field line. Walker will try it again. Sets, throws, a base hit to right field. And now the Cardinals are ahead, 9-8. That was a sinker, and that was right down the middle, belt high. Well, the fans are not happy, to say the least. 9-8 Cardinals, and there's Arenado with a big rip and a miss. Strike one. Well, that's 4 hitters faced by Walker and 3 hits allowed. 2 runs are in. Arenado takes right on the outside and called a ball. He got squeezed. A couple of times he's been squeezed in this inning. Arenado hit a long home run to make it a 1-run game right down the left field line. Right past the 339 mark and way back into that tunnel. Now there's a called strike, a slider on the outside. We got the call this time. Arenado hit it past the 339 marker, hit it 384 feet, and that made it 8-7. Throw to first, and diving back safely is Burleson. In that game in St. Louis back on the 6th, he faced 5 hitters, gave up 4 hits, and hit a batter. Now the pitch, slider way outside and low. 2-2 the count. Dug out of the dirt by Bailey. A new ball put in play. In this game, he's allowed 3 hits to 4 batters faced. There goes the runner. Man, did he get a jump. And there's a foul. That's what has kept Burleson from stealing. Burleson's not a base stealer, but he just took off, and Walker was not paying any attention to him. Burleson goes back to first. Devers on the bag with him. Now Walker ready and throwing. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a fastball. Out number 2. Cardinals, though, have taken the lead in this game. They lead 9-8. They're still batting. Here is Nootbaar. Nootbaar, who has doubled, fly deep to center, bounced back to the pitcher and grounded out to second. So he's 1 for 4. 9 runs, 14 hits for the Cardinals. There's a backdoor slider, low, ball 1. The Giants in their 9th inning looking ahead. Devers, Adames, and Chapman, their 3 leading home run hitters, scheduled to come up. Here's a slider. Comes back over the outside corner to the left-handed hitter. A called strike. Now Walker on top. Pitch on the way. Inside with a fastball. 2-1. Giants call to the game. The home run by Elliot Ramos, a long one. That gave them an 8-3 lead. Things looked so sweet back in the 6th inning. Now here's a slider that hangs off the outside. It's 3-1 to Nootbaar. So Jayce is on deck. Call to the game is sponsored by Ring Central, AI First Communications you can trust. And here is a swing and a ground ball right under the glove of Walker and through the middle, base hit into center field. It hit back toward Walker, and he could not quite get the glove down on it. So Burleson stopping at second. And here comes J.P. Martinez, the Giants pitching coach, to the mound for a Habas Law mound visit. Meanwhile, the Cardinals send in a pinch runner at first base for Nootbaar, Nathan Church. second pinch runner of the inning used by the Cardinals. Fermin came in to run for Donovan, and then it was Fermin who, a little while later, scored the go-ahead run. Cardinals 9, Giants 8. So, Thomas Saggese with 2 men on and 2 men out. Right-handed batter. And a slider, the hanger in the middle of the plate, deep to center. Way back is Jung-Hoo Lee at the wall. Squares up, still backpedals and makes the catch right in front of the wall. The Giants need a run to stay alive on a night when they've scored 8 runs already. Devers, Adames, Chapman due up. The Giants are trailing 9-8 on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Toyota's legendary truck event is on, and the deals are legendary. Just announced, get low APR plus 500 bonus cash on 2025 Tacoma, or get low APR or an incredible $3,000 cash back on 2025 Tundra. Get to your Toyota dealer now, because this truck event is gonna be Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit. Cashback available through TMNA and cannot be combined with other offers since 9/30/25.
Hey, Giants fans, listen up for your new snack obsession. Gimme Seaweed. Like the crack of the bat and roar of the crowd, Gimme Seaweed delivers a sensory experience that's crunchy, crispy, and delicious. Roasted into light, crispy sheets with bold flavors like chili lime and Korean barbecue, Gimme is organic and packed with a crave-worthy crunch. We are teaming up with the San Francisco Giants to bring these nutrient-packed snacks to the Bay. Find Gimme at your local store for the snack that everyone's cheering for. Seaweed, so good.
Coming to Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill on September 26th through September 28th for their fall clearance sales event. Take advantage of factory direct prices, one-of-a-kind opportunities, special pricing on floor models, and convenient financing. Save on new appliances from trusted brands like Miele, Bosch, Electrolux, LG, and Maytag. Visit Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill for their fall clearance sales event September 26th through September 28th for the best time to save on new appliances for your home.
Hey, Dwayne Kuiper here from my friends at Hawaiian Airlines. Now, I love flying Hawaiian Airlines, and now that they've joined Alaska, you can watch your miles add up when you fly either airline. More destinations and even more rewards. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com to book your vacation now.
Now, back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
All right, here are the changes for the Cardinals. Fermin, as we knew he would, stays in to play second base. Church, the pinch runner, is now in left field. Romero, the pitcher, 9-8 Cardinals.
A first pitch fastball right down the middle for a called strike to Rafi Devers. Devers has 1 hit, a single to left in 4 at-bats. Lefty versus lefty. Now he swings and misses. That was a slider that ended up right down the middle of the plate. 0-2. Willie Adames on deck. Here it comes. And a slider low and outside, well off the corner. The Cardinals with Burleson at first, Fermin at second, Saggese at short, Arenado at third, Church in left, Scott at center, Walker in right. The set, the pitch. Slider in the dirt again outside. Giants got 5 runs in the third inning coming from behind then. Added 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th and had an 8-3 lead at that point. They're trailing now 9-8. There's a swing, ground ball, far to his left, into the shallow outfield goes Fermin. The second baseman sets himself and throws out Devers at first. 1 away. And now Willie Adames, as Dave mentioned, has not hit a home run in quite a while after he was on a little bit of a home run tear. Adames had homered in 8 straight series, and he takes a ball. Adames' last home run was on September the 9th against the D-backs here. 3-run homer in the first inning of a game against Zach Gallen. Now he takes a slider, and that's at the top of the zone for a called strike. 2 weeks ago, tonight was his last home run. 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he foul tips one. That was a changeup down at the knees. Just barely got a piece of it. Matt Chapman is on deck. Romero got the save last night through 19 pitches to get it. Retired the Giants in order in the ninth inning, saving a 6-5 Cardinals win. 1-2 pitch. Swing, and there's a drive along the right field line, falling and in there. Base hit. He's going to try for second. Here comes the throw to second. It's offline. He slides in safely with a double. Jordan Walker, who's got a strong arm, a very strong arm, but he was kind of shading the Triples alley gap. Had a long run over there. Good hitting by Adames going after a changeup away, and he just went with it.
Very good hitting and really good hustle. I mean, you described how far Walker had to go, but he still got there and had a chance, and Adames was just hustling all the way.
Now here is Chapman. Base hit could tie the game. He takes a fastball in the inside corner for a called strike. 22nd double of the year for Adames, who runs pretty well. Chapman tonight has a double and a sacrifice fly. Now he swings at a changeup and missed it, and quickly is behind 0-2. Riley O'Brien, a right-hander, is warming up now in the Cardinal bullpen. Giants need a base hit to tie the game. Giants tonight have had 5 hits in 12 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Here is Romero set. The pitch. And a changeup up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilmer Flores has come out on deck. Now the pitch, and that's high and tight. Spun him around with a 95-mile-an-hour high fastball off the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chapman. Right-handed hitter, fairly close to the plate. Adames leads away from second. The pitch, way outside. He tried the backdoor slider and missed way off the corner with it. And now it's a full count, and a new ball will be sent out to Romero. This big crowd, 37,000 plus, cheering on Chapman. Here's the stretch. The pitch, and he bounces a foul into the Giants dugout on the third base side. He got a slider right into the hands, bounced it right over the railing and into the dugout. The outfield straight up. Church in left, Scott in center, and Walker in right. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup. Well, it was right down the middle, but it sank down below the knees and had him off balance. He's got a great changeup. That's his big one. So 2 down. It will be Wilmer Flores, the pinch hitter for Bryce Eldridge. And the Cardinals are going to Ollie Marmol, not his pitching coach, but Ollie Marmol goes out. And he's going to take the ball from his left-hander and is going to bring in, with Flores officially in the game, he's going to bring in his right-hander from the bullpen, Riley O'Brien. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, brake, and repair experts. The Giants have scored 8 runs, and they need more. At least 1 more right now to stay alive.
Well, and I think you always trust Wilmer Flores, but it is interesting the Cardinals using that maneuver. O'Brien doesn't have that much experience. We know firsthand he's got really good stuff. He's tough to hit, so Cardinals making the counter move. O'Brien has pitched 39 times this year, has a 1.97 ERA, and is tough to hit. He also can be wild. The walks are pretty high. Giants are down to their final out, and really amazingly, John's been emphasizing it, but a night where the Giants have 8 runs and 11 hits at home, and they're down to their final out in danger of losing this game. A night where they had an 8-3 lead going into the 7th inning. And the Cardinals got back in the game with a 4-run 7th. And then in the top of the 9th inning, scored twice to go ahead. Willie Adames, the double here against Romero. Wilmer Flores, who has not had a great year against lefties. He's done more damage against right-handed pitchers. So this is not an easy matchup, that's for sure, because O'Brien's just got really good stuff. But for Wilmer, so much experience in spots like this. They don't need a home run. A base hit can tie the game and at least allow the Giants to live on in this game. O'Brien, for the 40th time, is now warmed up and ready to go. Cardinals 1 out away from making it 2 in a row against the Giants.
Riley O'Brien, tall, skinny right-hander, 30 years old. He was drafted 8 years ago by Tampa Bay with an 8th-round draft choice out of the College of Idaho. So here's Wilmer hitting .336 for the year with runners in scoring position. The pitch, and that is called a ball. Has been a spot that's been hard for a pitcher to get a strike right at the knees, right in the outside corner to a right-handed hitter. Called ball 1. Base hit could tie it. Adames, the runner at second. The pitch. And he goes right back there again, and again it's called a ball. 2-0. The left-handed hitting Jung-Hoo Lee is on deck. Well, O'Brien may be thinking, man, I just made 2 perfect pitches and I'm behind. 2-0 pitch. Wilmer looks at one right down the middle. A slider for a called strike. 2-1 now. Flores has knocked in 71 runs for the year. Looking for number 72 here. Now the pitch. And he fouls it down off his left foot or leg. Ouch. And it's 2-2. Jose Butto warming up for the Giants in the bullpen for a possible 10th inning. 2 down. Adames ready to run to the crack of the bat from second. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a curveball. And the Cardinals have come back to win this game. A game that the Giants once led 8-3. And the Giants are now 1-4 for the season against the Cardinals, and twice have lost games that they led in the 9th inning, including tonight here at home. Here's the game summary, sponsored by Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. Save more on the flavors you love and find better deals for your budget at Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. 9 runs on 15 hits for the Cardinals, including 6 runs in the last 3 innings. The Cardinals made 1 error and left 6 runners on base. And the Cardinals had 5 hits in 13 at-bats with runners in scoring position, but they also hit 2 home runs, which largely fueled their initial comeback in the 7th inning. A 3-run homer by Herrera, 19th of the year for him, and a solo by Arenado, number 11, for him, that made it an 8-7 game. The Cardinals with 9 runs. The Giants had 8 runs, including 5 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, and another in the 6th. And then they only got 1 more hit the rest of the way. Giants 8 runs on 11 hits, and they did have 5 hits in 14 at-bats with runners in scoring position, but all of those hits were in the first 5 innings. And they never got another shot at an at-bat with a runner in scoring position until 1 out in the 9th inning when Adames hit his double. So the Giants got 1 home run. That was by Elliot Ramos, his 20th home run of the year. They made no errors, and the Giants left 6 runners on base. 3 hours and 8 minutes. The time of the game. The winning pitcher is Swanson, who pitched a scoreless 8th inning, and he is now 4-0. And it is O'Brien who gets credit for the save, his 6th of the season. The losing pitcher is Ryan Walker, who is now 5-7, and it's the second time that he has had a blown save in the ninth inning against the Cardinals, including one in St. Louis 2.5 weeks ago. And now this one tonight. He allowed 2 runs and 4 hits in that ninth inning. 37,012, the big crowd, and they had a lot to cheer about. They were as if they were rooting the Giants on into postseason play, but ultimately a lot of disappointment at the end of this one. Our on-site producer and engineer has been Darren Chan. Our network coordinator, Danny Dunn. And the final game with the Cardinals will be tomorrow, as the Giants are now just 1-4 against St. Louis, and behind the Cardinals in the standings even. And so tomorrow it will be Robbie Ray to the mound for the Giants, and what will almost surely be his final start of the season. And had an excellent year for the Giants. He'll be up against Sonny Gray, the veteran right-hander, who's a 14-game winner for St. Louis. That's 6:45 here tomorrow at Oracle Park. We'll have the pregame show on the radio at 5:45. We hope you will join us then. I'm John Miller for Dave Fleming, and our colleagues, Dwayne Kuiper and Mike Krukow, they'll be over here in the radio booth to join us for the postgame wrap. Stay tuned for that. That is still to come on our postgame show. And we remind you once again, the final score, it was the St. Louis Cardinals coming from behind to defeat the San Francisco Giants 9-8. And you've been listening to Giants Baseball on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network. Now Bailey hits a drive into the gap. Left center field hit well. Way back there, one hop up over the wall, and the ball game is over.
This game is over. San Francisco Giants baseball has been brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the San Francisco Giants. Hawaiian Airlines. Book your next Hawaii vacation at hawaiianairlines.com.
Logan Webb in the head-to-head matchup with Blake Snell, and it is Webb who gets the win with a complete game masterpiece.
Giants baseball has also been sponsored by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today, and by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Engine light on? We can fix that.
Upper deck, a monstrous 3-run homer off the bat of Rafi Devers.
Stay tuned for the post-game wrap and game highlights coming up next on the Giants Radio Network.
Ooh, Daddy, baseball grass is so green.
Yeah, the groundskeepers do a good job.
Is that man a groundskeeper?
He's the umpire.
Is she a groundskeeper?
She sells popcorn.
Hey, what's on that man's face?
Just paint. He's a Giants fan.
Oh, like us. We're Giants fans too. Right, Dad?
Yeah, we're Giants fans too.
Get to experience a first game twice, yours and hers. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the San Francisco Giants. Copyright 2025, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Hey, sports fans, it's Murph here from my friends at Bigelow Tea. Every season is Bigelow Tea season, and that's why Bigelow is the #1 tea in the Bay Area. One of the first things I do each day is reach for a mug full of English breakfast to get me going. I love all of Bigelow's different flavor options, and it's perfect for someone who makes his living behind a microphone. You want to know what keeps me going? Look no further than my cup of Bigelow tea next to me in the studio. So grab a mug full of your favorite Bigelow tea and tea proudly.
You're brave sharing your table with a stranger.
Well, empty seat, you know.
Thanks. Could
you what?
Interest you in dinner?
Tonight?
I could pick you up between 6 and 8.
Yeah, no.
What?
You're giving me a window?
Yeah, because I'm not sure.
I don't do windows.
Oh.
Not since I scheduled a shop-at-home appointment with S&G Carpet, and they gave me a time.
A time?
A set time. 9, 11, 2, or 4. So I didn't waste my time waiting around all day.
You got new flooring.
From S&G Carpet. Matches my interior perfectly, which is one of the reasons I like shopping at home with S&G's mobile showroom. You can see it when you pick me up at 6.
I'll be there.
Sharp.
If I'm a minute or too late, is that a window?
That's a peephole. You're good.
At S&G Carpet, they don't have appointment windows. They offer convenient appointment times, 9, 11, 2, and 4. And then they show up on time, so there's no waiting around. Go to sgcarpet.com to call or schedule a shop-at-home appointment, or to find the S&G Carpet showroom nearest you.
S&G, more than carpet, where quality is affordable.
She is your once in a lifetime. The quiet in your chaos, the warmth in your winter, the light you never saw coming. And deep within the earth, where time and fire do their slow, sacred work, a diamond is born. It shines like she does. Brilliant, rare, unforgettable. When words fall short, let a diamond speak for you. Shreve & Company, extraordinary jewelry and timepieces. Stanford Shopping Center, Palo Alto.
Hey everybody, Brian Murphy here, and I've told you at the Murphy House we are enjoying another season of Football Sundays, firing up the grill out back on our TimberTech deck. True story. TimberTech is the #1 premium decking brand. It looks just like natural wood, but without the costly maintenance. Made with up to 85% recycled material, TimberTech is also built with safety in mind. Here in California, fire resistance matters, and TimberTech offers collections with top-rated protection, including a Class A flame spread rating. Order free samples at TimberTech.com.
Time now for the Built Ford Proud post-game show.
Ground ball to shortstop. Charged by Fitzgerald. Here's the off balance. Throw to first. In time for the out, and the Giants have won it.
Sponsored by your California Ford dealers. Home of the legendary Ford F-150. Visit buyfordnow.com to find your new truck.
Another great performance here at home by Ryan Walker.
And by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's Cars for Kids with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. We now take you back to the booth for the post-game wrap on the Giants Radio Network.
Okay, post-game wrap time here. And look, I know this isn't the game that's going to keep the Giants out of the playoffs. This isn't going to be the difference between the Giants going and not going. But that doesn't mean it's still not disappointing. You got an 8-3 lead in the 7th inning and end up losing the game at home. That does not feel good.
No, not when you have a 5-run lead. And, I mean, it really negates a really gutty performance tonight from Logan Webb, who gave up 3 in the first inning and said, that's it. That's all you get. Put 5 zeros on top of that, win 6. And he winds up getting a workout. And, that win gets taken right off of his stat sheet. But, look, that's all a personal thing. It really hurts to see this team lose a game when they have a 5-run lead that they hand their bullpen. I mean, we kind of got pretty jaded the first half of the year on a bullpen that was literally, for the longest time, the best in the game. And there's certainly not the situation right now. I mean, there's guys down there that are not pitching with a lot of confidence right now. And to the Cardinals hitters' credit, they're taking advantage of it.
Plus, I think they're out of gas, too.
I do, too.
I mean, they've been used a lot.
Yeah.
And in critical situations, it's really been the same guys that have been used. I mean, Lucchese's been used a lot. So I give him a little bit of a pass, but it is really disappointing when you have a nice lead. Nice crowd again, right? Everybody's into it.
Yeah.
And to walk out of here with a loss. Yeah, I completely agree. It doesn't really matter where you are in the standings. You have an 8-3 lead, and you're supposed to win that game.
Yeah.
And that's how everybody felt in this ballpark as well.
For sure. People were stunned. Couldn't believe what they were watching. And the Giants, look, there's no Tyler Rogers. There's no Camilo Doval. There's no Randy Rodriguez. We know all that, but those guys down there are not going to use that as an excuse tonight for why they didn't finish.
No, never.
And,
and you keep forgetting that, Miller is so valuable.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been around for the last couple of months. So, oh well.
Well, it's truly a bummer, but I mean the Cardinals, they're not a home run hitting team per se, and then they charge back into the game in the one inning like the Yankees or the Dodgers or something. Like they look like one of the biggest home run hitting teams in the game. 2 home runs, they got 4 runs just like that. So. And I feel bad for Lucchese because he kind of came out of nowhere. He had his first game, rode the team bus to Dodger Stadium in June 15th. It was me and Dave and Joey Lucchese, who had just been brought up by the Giants. They'd signed him and brought him. And he was like, I says, I don't know. I haven't, nobody's told me if I'm going to suit up tonight or am I going to get in the game or whatever. And then Dave's getting texts saying from his brother saying, the Giants, according to the word around here, the Giants just acquired Rafi Devers. And I'm like, Rafi Devers, that's preposterous. What? And we, he gets to the ballpark, and Kyle Harris is supposed to start, and he actually went out to the bullpen in case the deal didn't go through, and then they called down real quick, says, don't throw, just come back into the clubhouse, and they looked at Luke Case, says, what are you doing? Put your uniform on, get out to the bullpen, come on. And he did pitch in that first game, so that's where he walked in, and I don't know if they had any idea that he was going to be this good, because he really has been great. He and Gage as well. They with the injury to Miller, they both did fabulous jobs, but they may be running on fumes right now. That's for sure.
Could be. I hope it doesn't ruin what's been a positive story. He's done solid work for the Giants, but not enough tonight. We'll pick players right after this.
Curveball, you need a legal team that steps up to the plate. At Ayala Morgan & Bizard, we deliver results. We've secured millions of dollars for injury victims across California. Car accidents, slip and falls, catastrophic injuries, we handle it all. If you want a law firm with a track record of multi-million-dollar victories, call Ayala Morgan & Bizard at 866-465-2999 or visit amb.law. That's amb.law.
With Amex, there's always a new experience to explore. From curating the perfect vacation and chilling in the Centurion Lounge before you get there, trying out that new trendy restaurant thanks to Priority Notify with global dining access by Resy, and getting straight to the action at the big game with card member entrances at select venues. With Amex Platinum, you can experience it all. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Access to the card member entrance not limited to the American Express Platinum Card. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Okay, let's pick some players as we wrap this night up. Dwayne Kuiper gets to pick first tonight.
All right. Well, I'm going to take Elliot Ramos for hitting number 20, and he's actually turned it on a little bit. A little salary drive for Elliott here in September.
That was a big boy home run too.
It's definitely a big boy home run. So anyway, Ramos.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Adames. Adames had the double in the ninth inning. It was great hustle to get, the guy in right field's got a cannon for an arm. He hustles his way to second. That's a tying run. But he also, in the 5-run inning, he had the biggest hit of the whole inning, I think. I mean, he had that beautiful swing, the RBI hit into right center field. So I know there's a home run drought going on, and he really wants to get to 30, and Giants fans want him to get to 30. But he had some good at-bats tonight, so I'm taking Willie Adames.
He did. Good pick.
It's my guy.
Good one, Dave.
All right, John, your turn.
Dave, thank you. And I'm going to go with Patrick Bailey. He got them started in the third. They had not had a base runner against Palante, the Cardinals starter. And he had a line shot, and almost like it opened a door, and the whole lineup started like, oh yeah, I can do that. And they ended up getting 5 in the inning. He later, with 2 outs, when it looked like the Giants might waste a leadoff double by Chapman in the 5th inning, he hit a double and knocked Chapman in. So he also threw out a guy who'd only been thrown out. He had 33 steals and been caught 3 times. And I didn't think he had a chance to get him. I think the umpire made the safe call, probably just anticipating that, well, he can't get him with that. And the call got overturned. He was out. So it was a pretty nice game all the way around for Patrick Bailey. I'm going with him.
Good pick.
Good pick. Atta bit. Okay, well, then I'm going to take Logan Webb. This year, in this game tonight, he went over 200 innings for the 3rd consecutive season. He's over 200 strikeouts this year for the first time in his career. But what impressed me about tonight was, here's a guy who got rocked in the first inning. And he wound up minimizing the damage. It could have gone completely haywire in the first, and shut the door. Put up 5 zeros after that, and that's impressive. That gives you an idea of how competitive the guy is. And flip the ball in the bullpen with a 5-run lead, you're thinking, okay, this is over. And instead, he gets a workout. He doesn't get the win. But I'm taking Logan Webb.
Yeah, good one.
Glad you singled him out. I'm making him our player of the game, sponsored by Bigelow Tea. Grab a mug and tea proudly. For tonight and for another I'm hoping he pitches again. I think he wants to pitch again this weekend.
I think he does, yep.